we are.
There we go. You think I should get rid of this?
Yes.
Don't
yes.
touch it. You're not allowed to touch it.
I don't even like that it's in the room.
Go wash your hands.
It's my life's been ruined since I got
you
this.
touch anything
we're
after
pregnant,
Oh my
getting
God.
married.
No, it's actually you have to
It's
remove
been
it.
horrible.
It's before. No, those are all good things.
It hit me harder than anybody.
So that happened after you got the Sonichu?
Yeah. I should have destroyed it.
I think you should destroy it.
I was gonna say
Or,
you've
send
been
it
doing
away.
pretty good in the wake of the Sonichu.
No,
Yeah, but you don't wanna jinx
my
it.
life's terrible, man.
Because you're pregnant and married.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
those
done.
are the best things.
I'm done.
No, those are the best things.
I got to call my dad and ask him how to financially plan for having a child. Do you
Oh,
think I
God.
want to have that conversation?
You can do it. It's
He's
it's
gonna
not,
have a
It's not that
PowerPoint.
scary.
I will say
All
the
because
curse
of the
is
stupid
the curse is
medallion.
complete if you have a Christian baby. If your kid comes
You're
out
having a boy,
obsessed with
too.
Sonic,
Yeah.
The boys
we got
are
a
the
problem.
best.
Yeah, but it turns out that Christian's actually good at comics. And he's less
He is-
crazy than
he is
other
very
people.
good at comics.
He's less delusional than other comic creators. Most of them, I found.
I honestly,
No one in particular.
someone should reach out to Chris Chan and professionally publish those Sonic Chew comics in like
Yeah.
a hardback edition. I would absolutely buy that.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I feel like I was just here.
It feels like you were just here.
Yeah, that was July. Was it July of 23?
Yeah.
That was before you were pregnant, right?
Yep. That was the month I got pregnant. So maybe after leaving the show,
It's this
it
goddamn medallion.
made me fertile. Something. You like I said,
All the
get rid of the
testosterone in this
Sonichu.
room really got you
Get rid
going.
of the Sonichu before that baby's born.
Because you're normally in New York, right?
Yeah.
When you come out, what are you out in LA for?
I did Adam Corolla today. I think it's coming out.
did?
Yeah, I think it's
Was it
coming
cool?
out Monday. So cool, so much fun. He's the best.
Man.
I had done Appleton, Wisconsin with him a couple of years ago during the pandemic. It was the first time I met him.
I like when you guys say done.
I done it. I had done it.
the
I
city.
opened for him. I don't know, did a spot, whatever. Did a show with him. And that's when I was just like, I've always liked Adam Corolla, but it was during the pandemic, and he was like talking about how he's unfazed by germs, and he's like, yeah, I'm eating food, I'm like licking my hands, I'm shaking hands.
He seems like he'd be
he
really
just doesn't
gross.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
Not that he's gross, but I loved how he was so not a germaphobe. And he
Yeah.
was just like, I'm going to live my life. I don't care.
He was like super against COVID because he was going on like a bunch of different shows, just like. Wasn't it like he was talking to like Gavin Newsom and like
he's saying like, why
laying
did you
into
close
him and
the
shit?
beach down?
Yeah, why'd you close the
Mm-hmm.
beach down?
Yeah.
Why'd you put a bunch of sand in the skate park so kids can't
Yeah.
fucking skateboard?
He's awesome. And his studio is like my dream studio. He's really into classic race cars. He owns like a bunch. He's got a bunch like in his studio.
He's got a bunch of classic cars in this full-size classic cars?
Full size,
You guys
like
sit
4.
in cars and do the show?
No, I was lingering after the show, and I was like looking around and like because he's people working there, and I'm asking them like about what cars. One's a Datsun, a couple of them might be Datsuns, and he's got one kind of hoisted up on a thing.
Yeah.
And then there's like 3 in the driveway, and he's got a bunch more. I guess he has a bunch more in a museum.
Where's his
somewhere.
studio at?
I don't
Vito's
remember.
gonna
Somewhere
crash
in
it.
L.A.
I'm just in it. I don't know. Like, because I didn't know if he runs it out of his house or if he actually
No,
has a
it's
real
not
thing.
in his house. He has a real studio.
Like
But
fucking
it's
Mark Maron
beautiful.
just in the middle of Highland Park running it out of his stupid garage.
Did you get him to laugh, Corolla?
Yeah.
Like a real
oh
belly
yeah,
laugh out
yeah,
of
a
him?
couple.
What was the best one?
A couple
did you get him
times.
with?
You mean like what we were talking about? I don't want
Yeah.
to like ruin the episode because it's
I
not
think,
out
I mean,
yet.
I think we could take a spoiler.
Are you
of,
challenging the comedian? Oh, tell me what was
I'm
funny.
just asking what she said
not gonna
that he
hit the
liked
same
so
way
much.
as
Oh,
an
you know,
interest
we
of
were-
Adam
show.
Corolla. I like Adam Corolla.
We were talking about like how Ben and Jerry's is woke, and I was like, "Fuck them! I haven't bought from."
That's one of the problems
I
on the
haven't.
board.
I haven't bought from Ben and Jerry's in years. I said, but
Yeah.
if Haagen-Dazs ever pulls this shit, I'm gonna be real pissed off. And then he was like googling the origin of Haagen-Dazs, and then it's something that like maybe it might have Nazi ties. I was like, I like it even more now. I was like, cool. Like,
Haagen-Dazs
That's what
is
you got him with, a Nazi? Haagen-Dazs is Nazi ice cream?
And then we were also talking about like he didn't know about like the hot retarded girl phenomena
yeah.
that's going on. So
Wait, I don't know about this either. What is the hot retarded
There's-
girl?
You don't learn about it. It'll fuck up your life.
Is there a retarded
There
girl
are-
who's really hot? What?
Yeah.
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 Why is she retarded? Is she actually retarded?
why is she retarded? Ask her parents.
Is that real? Does she really have that body? Is that AI?
If you're talking about the one particular video, it actually is a filter.
Oh, it's
Okay.
a filter. Okay.
which
So we're
blew
safe.
my mind, and I only found that out like
Yeah.
a couple hours
But now
ago.
with plastic surgery, they can like de-retardify people. 'Cause
Detard.
You've seen what they do to the Korean women, right?
No, what?
Who's they? What do you mean?
The plastic
Oh, the
surgeons.
plastic surgery. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause all
they all
the
look exactly the same.
Oh, they
the-
get their hoods done.
yeah, they all have that mongoloid hood. The Koreans, whatever you call it.
Okay, I think
Mongoloid.
That's
yeah,
literally what it is,
it's
because
not
they're
called
descended
that.
from Mongols. I think that's what it's called.
I don't
There's
think
a lot of things that people are descended from that you can't call them, Vito, as it turns out.
I think
In
that's
fact,
like.
that's one of the
Look, I
main
might be
things you
wrong,
can't call
but I
people.
think I looked it up, and it was like to remove the mongoloid hood, you got to go in. You know, I was like looking up a video about it.
I
And then
wonder what Vito's descended from. I wonder what your
I'm
ancestors.
definitely descended from some mongoloids. I'll tell you that right now.
I think
am
caveman. I
also-
think
Comic
you
book.
still have like a caveman look. I
Oh,
bet you
thank
have.
you.
Yeah.
Well, I have some Irish in me. I got yelled at. Someone's like, "You're not Irish. You can't sell it." I'm like, I am part Irish actually.
St. Patrick, because it was just
Because it was St. Patrick's Day. I
All
made
right,
a
you ready?
corned beef.
You ready to do the
Oh,
show?
we weren't even live.
No, we've been
we were
live.
Wouldn't that be horrible? I've been on so many shows where they do that to me. I'm talking like, all right, we're ready to go live. None of that. That was all my good stuff.
That was gold.
I came in hot. Fucking jerks.
Universe.
Welcome to The Biggest Problem in the Universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from unknown dead celebrities to animated oral catastrophes. That's a terrible rhyme, guys.
That's
I'm
not
your
a
host,
rhyme.
Nick Masterson. Joining me is Vito Links.
Hi.
Special in studio, Chrissie Mayr.
Yay!
Fresh off the Adam Corolla show to this piece of shit show.
No. We're on
No.
equal footing, I'm
No
sure.
cars
It's just
or
different.
anything. Did you have a fun milk talk with my wife up there?
I did. I told her, what pump to buy. We're talking about pumping. I said breastfeed as long as you can.
Yeah. Get that.
Yeah.
Keep that up.
You really,
Yeah.
really get her zazzed on it.
No, it's so good for the baby. It's
Exactly, Vito.
I'm going 11 months
I
strong.
think it is good for
I walked in here. The first thing I said is, "Can I put my breast milk in your fridge?" No, not hello.
And then I said yes, and then we got a tour of the breast milk like it was Up All Night with Dave Attell.
Yeah, I showed you my.
I got to see the storage.
My travel
It was like,
cooling
yeah, it was like
chambers.
fucking The Rock where he pulls the fuck.
Yeah, like cryogenic, like.
That's one of the things we wish we could uninvent.
Honestly,
It's
the
cool.
first guy to invent a breast storage pump container that's a bunch of glass balls hanging off a rod, probably gonna make a lot of money.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
Man
it's probably not
children
the best way
haven't
to store
ruined
that.
Pregnancy stuff. We're doing the bridal registry or the
baby
baby
registry.
registry, and I noticed a distinct lack of like Marvel shit.
Put some cool stuff on there. That's what Frank put on some like clothes and things that he wanted the baby to have. Like there's certain like baby stuff that, she
Yeah.
has to figure out, but you can put some cool clothes on there. And
You know what we got? One of her friends gave us all the baby clothes, and they had gotten the baby clothes from someone else. So
Yeah,
we have like a
we got that
Katamari Damansay ball of baby. Like it gets bigger with every person, so we don't need it. It has a new outfit for every day already.
but you're gonna want like some new stuff for you. We got a lot of
Not if I have
hand-me-downs.
to pay for it.
Well, I'm telling you, like, make a big. I had people send me stuff. Like, I put the registry on my links, and I had like listeners would send me stuff, and
Oh, really?
I did a big
It's a
live
good idea. You
stream.
should have a
You
public
should.
registry.
And then people can send you fun baby
Can you
clothes or
imagine all
fun
our
things.
stupid fans
I'm telling
buying
you,
things for your to
I
ruin your
did a
child?
live stream during my baby shower because I wanted like a lot of them were the gifts that people sent,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
viewers, and then of course like family and people that don't have an online presence. But like.
Yeah, we don't have to grift super
put a-
chats to do bonus
Put a
episodes
ton of
anymore.
stuff on the
We just-
registry, and you don't know.
He's already
people,
we.
Well,
people
I'm
wanna
gonna have
send
a
you
baby
stuff.
registry
Baby.
too, but I'm the baby
Yeah.
in that scenario. It's all the stuff I want.
Yeah, do it.
What stuff did you buy this week?
A lot of magic cards. A lot of magic cards.
Okay, last week we had garbage grillers. Let me do the
Garbage
drum roll.
grillers won.
Garbage
The
grillers.
problems were last.
That's people who
last week's
cannot
problems.
grill, and that you watch them taking over the
Oh.
grill, and they just fuck it up.
Yeah,
Cook your rock solid burger.
especially if they're confident about it. And it's like,
That was my problem.
Yeah.
I had a guy just burning the burgers, and I'm like,
you got to know what
"Motherfucker."
you're doing.
Come
Otherwise,
on.
eat inside. There's no shame in that.
I remember one time, this was not a grill thing, but it was a guy's like, I'm going to make fried okra. And he just put the oil on the thing and turned the heat up as high as it would possibly go. And I go, no, don't make it that hot. He's like, no, this is how they do it. I'm like, no. And they put it in and they pull all this black fucking okra out. And I'm like, no one's going to eat that, you dumb cocksucker. Just people who can't cook is a big problem.
Ruined jokes. That's another one.
I
you
the
feel
top
about
two.
that?
That's pretty horrible.
How do you feel about people retelling your jokes and then mess it up? Is that?
I think that's fine. I mean, you shouldn't get upset if people retell your jokes, and don't tell jokes in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty sensible way
it's flattering
to look at it. Headline: Death, cock teasing. Oh, that was me. Man, I got hit with another one today.
What was that one?
Country music legend.
I did see that, but who was it? Who's the country music legend?
I'm declaring a boicott on those.
Well, because you click it and it goes, Twiggy McJiggerson is now dead.
Yeah,
and you go,
it's
who
bullshit.
the fuck is that?
But it ruined my day for a little bit. Knocked me off. And then too much teeth getting smashed in was dead last.
What's a good amount of teeth to have smashed in?
Are you watching Invincible?
No.
Dick's problem was basically he watched the most recent episode of Invincible and too many people got their teeth knocked
Everyone's
out.
getting their teeth smashed in now.
That's
No, they're
one of
not.
the- That's
I
one
think
of
the
most
problem was
common
you didn't bring in
dreams.
any other examples. Who else is getting their teeth knocked out?
I don't know. Invincible. The last season of Invincible.
Just say the Invincible episode
I
you
see
didn't
it all
like.
the time now.
I have
feel
no idea.
like.
What I mean, I know I've seen it somewhere, but I can't think of a good example other than that episode.
Well, it didn't win, so
Yeah.
everyone loves
Ask
it.
ChatGPT next time. What famous scenes involve someone getting their teeth knocked out?
Herb Beta Patch says the worst part about going to a drive-thru is when you pull up and a pre-recorded message starts talking to you before the real voice comes in. Yeah, you know they're doing like AI drive-thrus now.
Ew, stop. You know what I've seen a lot of in LA? The little robots carrying like
Oh, the little
zipping down
street
the
robots
sidewalk.
delivering
They're
stuff?
so cute. They have a little flag on the back. They're like beep beep. I'm like, this shit would never fly in New York. People would be knocking them
I
over.
don't know how it
taking
flies in
the
LA,
shit out.
honestly. Whenever I see one of those, I'm like, why are the homeless guys not knocking
That's
these over?
what we
Is
should
there-
use.
For the same reason they don't have a job.
Yeah, they're just
That's
too
why
lazy
they're
to
too
We
tackle
have
a
to keep
robot.
AI at the little,
At the cute level?
grocery robots.
Yeah.
I don't like the AI cars. I don't like
Oh, that's
I'm
sacrilege.
okay with
LA
that.
You
people
can't say
have
that.
torn up some self-driving cars.
I don't like
the
that.
Waymo ones. They hang out outside the depot and try to jump in front of them.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't trust
One of my
that.
favorite videos I got to find again was a guy who took a drone over Skid Row and it lost power. And the guy's like, shit, as all these homeless guys are like,
no,
that's
like
probably
zombies.
worth money. And
Like,
it's just like slowly coming down towards him as he's driving up in his car, like, ah! He managed to snatch it
no.
away
Have you
from him
seen
at the
Bums
last
versus
moment.
Drones?
No.
Oh, it's
that
great.
sounds like a great show.
This guy takes a drone, and just fucks with bums. And the bums just get
like
irate.
dangling like hot pretzels over them.
anything over there, just like dive bombing them.
Oh, wow.
Until they get pissed off, and then they try to throw shit. They're throwing all their own shit, all their shoes.
Wow.
Some of them have guns. They're
Drop
shooting at
little
the drone.
baggies of
I've
drugs.
seen drones versus like Indian villagers, and they don't know what's going on. I think it's like a ghost or some shit. Like a bunch of Indian kids are like hanging out playing soccer,
Yeah.
and the drone just like swoops in,
Aw.
and it's all these kids running away like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Oh, that's fun.
Don't do that in a
Smilo-
war country, because then they're genuinely scared of the drones.
Smilomaniac says, I like Benadryl Masterson. I want to see him on a different drug every episode to see all the personalities. They're all drunk, as it turns out.
Somebody had a comment which was, man, what's wrong with the audio this episode? And then they went, never mind, Dick just said he took Benadryl.
All gas, no brakes. Canola is a specific cultivar of rapeseed. Bred to have low levels of eucric acid. The largest producer of rape is in the world is Canada. Okay, great. Huge ass says Vito still has the liberal way of thinking where if you get into this country legally or illegally, you automatically should get all rights and privileges that he wants taken away from the January 6th protesters. Wow, he really...
No, I think if
Got
you
it.
come into this country
Got both of them.
legally, you do have those fucking rights and privileges.
Yeah. What
Such
do you
as
think
that
about
man
it?
who got a green card and then protested Israel. and
terrorist.
Then they're kicking him out.
Yeah,
Wow.
what do you think about that terrorist, Chrissy? Are you...
What did
You
he do?
He
My
He was a
pro-terrorist?
protester at a college, and they said that he was pro-Hamas.
Oh.
Without giving any examples of what the hell that means.
Yeah.
All that is so stupid. Like, I don't know.
Dick,
focus on
Dick's,
this country.
Dick's opinion is basically if
Get rid of
someone
them.
is getting kicked out of
Yeah.
the country, something good has happened.
Yeah, get rid of
It doesn't matter
everybody.
what the
Yeah.
reason.
Break a couple of eggs. I don't give a fuck.
Who else
Get
was
rid
getting
of 'em.
deported this week? And you were all those gang members.
Oh, yeah,
who-
you want all them around?
I think
To
that
rob all your video games
I think
and
you
stuff?
gotta at least give good they should have a hearing to find out if they're actually gang members.
Nah.
You can't just
Nah,
go,
get him
hey,
out.
looks
Better
like
safe
one.
than sorry.
Yeah.
Get him
Because all
out.
the judges are cocksuckers, too.
You know, it's
Yeah,
taking
you might
away
have
from
been.
our own gang members in this country.
It's
like
true.
The
You know what?
homegrown ones.
I feel like if we had more, we don't have any good white gangs anymore.
No,
you
I bet
know?
the Yellow Kings. The Latin Kings are probably fuming right now. You
Yeah.
know, the trained Araguas took over their turf.
Can we get back to when gangs were wearing colorful, like little outfits and
Crips
dancing
and
against
Bloods.
each other and whatever? You know,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Michael Fedor show says, "Wow, you get those dreams too, Vito. I am just in high school myself where I can't remember. See, this is a problem talking about dreams. It's like a signal for other people to talk about their dreams.
Yeah. We were talking about having a high school class that you forgot you enlisted
it.
in, and
They're going to do it again.
I had that dream all the time. You're
Right?
back
Yeah.
in
What
school,
is that?
You're back in school and you like don't know your schedule, and I'm like, I just need to get to the office so I can print out a new schedule. But you know all this time is going by, and you're like, what period am I in by now? I know I've missed so many classes, and then you have the kind of dream where you're like, I've missed math all fucking year. I know
Right,
it, and
yeah.
there's got to be a test coming up. I have those dreams all the time.
But I always say when I wake up from those dreams, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like a good dream because I get to wake up and go, thank God I'm not in fucking high school anymore. Oh, God. God, I hated fucking school.
I beat that dream.
yeah?
Beat
bullshit.
it? Who's the final boss?
I woke up in that dream, right?
Yeah.
This really happened. And I was starting to feel that panic, like, oh, fuck, I haven't been to the class, and I wonder if they'll understand. And I thought, you know what? Who cares?
And their dream's
how
like,
to
what?
win.
Yeah, and the dream's like, what?
What
Like,
do you
I
mean?
broke through the matrix of that dream,
Yeah.
and I never had it
So
again.
I
that
haven't had
means-
that dream in a long time, and I think it was just constantly being relieved.
That means you're
And
like
whatever-
a lucid dreamer. And
Yeah.
you have like some degree of control.
Oh yeah, I've
sometimes
tried to do
lucid
that
dream.
too. But every time I try, as soon as I realize I'm dreaming, I'm like, "Oh yes, imagine having sex with Naomi Tanaka." It starts to form, and then I'll even know. I'm like, "Fuck, I'm fucking it up. Okay, I'm dreaming. Like, you gotta trick it to go back into dreaming.
Yeah.
But then I push it a little bit, and I'll wake up and just be so irate.
I've had that same experience of being like, you're fucking Lara Croft. Beautiful Lara
fucking
Croft
it
from
up.
the Tomb Raider. Did you know there's a company that's trying to develop a device so all your dreams are lucid dreams, claiming it will
The mushrooms company. I think I'm invested in them.
It'll improve your productivity because then you can brainstorm ideas in the dream state.
No, they just want you like a marshmallow person, you know, like
Yeah.
Well, I'm already
Yeah.
there, so
they just- marshmallow
I'm
man,
on board.
the metaverse.
Oh, that's odd. Salty Buckeye says the biggest problem would be a great video game. How? Two guys
then you never leave.
arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think biggest problem. Well, maybe if each stage is no, there's nothing there.
Like if it's a good video game, then you just
You
No,
lay
there could
on
be
the
a level
couch
where you have
and
to go
try
through-
to think about a problem that you haven't complained about before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go
And
on
then
the
end up
interface
going
and
on
it says,
Twitter
"Oh,
and-
shit, I did. I already complained about that
instead
one.
of like doing your taxes or like getting stuff done.
Yeah,
God.
and then you can go on Twitter and say, "Hey, does anyone have a problem?" And it's 50 driving problems. Oh fuck! All right, show's almost here.
Or me going, I complained about a food thing last week.
Yeah, it's Veggie says Vito needs a dedicated food channel. He's too afraid he'll be
Yes.
compared to every other factor.
That's
you
not-
could be a
could-
mukbanger.
That's not the
YouTube.
problem. No, I don't want to do mukbangs.
Why not?
Well, people want me to do food essays about various food-related issues.
You
I have
should.
a couple topics.
You're always saying that you will.
I talked to. I got a new editor guy I've been talking to. I just,
Okay.
we're looking into it.
Oh, Big Z says, "Good guy, Dick, bringing us the free bonus episode in spite of greedy Vito's efforts."
I don't think I was greedy, Vito, in that scenario.
And you loaded it with ads behind my back.
Not behind your back. I just turned on
Wow.
ads.
Behind my back.
The rule is that the actual episodes of the show don't have ads on them. And then anything else on the channel, like clips or whatever, obviously ads go on them.
This guy, right?
Behind
know?
his back.
They're getting
Behind
a
my
free
back.
bonus episode. I can't put ads on it.
Not that many, 1 or 2 ads.
I don't choose where the ads go. YouTube
Yes,
does.
you can.
You can,
Thank
but
you.
it's a
I knew
waste
that
of
was
time.
bullshit.
They literally built a robot whose only job is to figure out where to put ads. I trust the robot.
And it's every
better-
5 minutes.
Yeah, because
for
the
everybody.
robot's gonna
and
say, "You
every
want
channel
30
does.
ads?"
Yeah, you're right. And every channel does that. It's like, why do we got to be the one channel that doesn't trust the YouTube robot?
Because we care about
Because
people.
they'll put in too many.
I
Yeah.
care about just use an ad blocker.
Nah.
If you're too dumb to get an
I
ad
don't know how to do
blocker
that.
or just pay for YouTube Premium, then yeah, you should
You can
have
move
to
where
sit
the
through
ads go.
I could move where the ads go. I just trust the robot.
Aren't log lines
Also, there's
supposed
no
to be
ads on it
short?
now because Dick went in and he disabled them. And he said, "Oh,
Yeah.
Because he's a
fuck
man
you.
of the people.
Exactly.
Unlike you.
It's not worth $50 to me to waste everyone's time.
you
like
always
that.
think it's $50. It would have been more than $50. That's the problem.
$50.
It's like a couple $100 you're just giving up for no reason.
Colin Nofre says, aren't log lines supposed to be short?
Oh, we've had that discussion before.
Log line's supposed to be short, right? Chrissy, you know log line.
Tell me what a log line is again.
Well, if you're a fan
Like
of
a
Eric
description
July's
of-
Ripiverse,
Like a
you've
description
been reading
of
any
pants.
good comics lately?
Okay.
No.
There you go. That's
Don't
it.
worry, they all suck.
That's
including
it.
my
That's
own.
all the comments. Do you have any?
I don't have anything.
Yours has yet to suck, buddy boy.
But once it comes out, it will suck. I heard you and EVS having a philosophical discussion on
comics?
Yeah, on comics and the
Was it?
the weight of I don't know. What
Yeah,
it was.
your unfinished comic. I don't want to get into it because it spoils every conversation.
Oh, it's coming along.
People don't want to hear about it.
I agree,
Are you
but
excited to be a dad?
Yes.
You're having have you told people what you're having?
A boy, yeah. We
Yeah.
had a gender reveal. Stripper.
Oh, really?
A
How did
stripper
you do
came in.
No.
And I had
really?
a blindfold on. And then
For real?
Yeah. And it was a man.
Oh, you had a man come in?
Oh,
so
so-
the
oh,
stripper.
depending
if
on the sex
if
of the
stripper was
stripper?
the man,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then a stripper was a woman. Okay, what did the
Who
did
came
the
up-
man,
who
what,
came
did
up
they
with
sit in
this
your
bit?
lap and you had to figure out
You
it
know
was
what?
a man
So
or a woman?
she told him, she's like, this is a comedy show, so really push, really make him uncomfortable. And
Good.
he came in and he's
So
standing
you were
like way
blindfolded?
over there.
You were blindfolded? Did you have to feel
Oh,
around?
he didn't
like,
go-
I feel like
he didn't
dick.
go for it?
He didn't go for it. I mean, he didn't do what I would have done
Hold
if
on.
I was doing a
So
comedy
you're sitting here
stripping.
blindfolded. The male stripper comes down.
Yeah. And he's dancing.
And then how? So you had to what? Tell by the grunts that it was a dude. Like,
I'm
how
reaching
did you,
out and trying to
You're trying to
grab
grab
him.
something.
no one pushed
But
him
then
close
I thought
to
it was
you?
like he's putting my hand on his like bicep. I think I thought it might have been like a fake
a
boob.
jacked woman. Oh.
Yeah. Or like I don't know. I felt something.
and he
I
thought
felt
it might
something
be
and
a
I didn't
fake
know.
boob. Okay.
And then
Immediately,
he-
I would immediately feel around and be like, is there a dick
Grab his
here?
wiener?
Yeah.
I should have.
It should have been a wiener
Well, but then
grab.
if I'm grabbing a pussy, that's not really so
Like,
good.
it's
is it?
congrats,
true.
you're
You're
having
not
a
allowed-
boy and you're gay, apparently.
Well, yeah, if you hear her yell, then you go, okay, I figured it out. And now I have a sexual harassment
And now it's a
complaint against-
sexual-
Yeah,
it's a
now I-
sexuality
now I
reveal
gotta talk
party.
to the judge
Yeah.
about committing sexual
So-
assault.
Oh my God, it's so great. Have you started thinking about names yet?
Donald. I'm really pushing Donald.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Donald Masterson.
Yeah.
Donnie Masterson.
See, right,
Ah!
Donnie. Take it up with Big Don. You can really do a lot of
That's
stuff with Don.
cool.
But she's afraid that Donald will get, killed. Or they'll carve a
No.
swastika into his forehead.
Nah, Donald's gonna make a
School.
comeback. There's gonna be a lot of other kids.
I don't know about Donald, man.
Donnie.
Well, yeah, you
Don.
don't.
It's
You'd
Like
be
a
the one holding
Donald
him down.
Duck is
Little
the first
Don-
place
It's a
I
good
go.
adult-
Duck is based.
It's a good adult name.
Donald Duck is based for
Is it a good
duck.
little kid name? Little Donald.
What other
Oh.
Donalds can you name?
Don Henley.
Donnie.
Don
That's
Knotts.
cute. Donnie's cute.
Yeah, but that's Don. Just name him Don.
Don the cleaning soap.
No,
the
that's
dawn of a new era.
if it's a girl, you can
Yeah.
name.
A lot of
Actually,
puns.
I wonder if people are going to name their
Yeah.
kids Don because
Yeah.
they're their girl. It's Don. DAWN.
Donald, and then middle name J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump Masterson.
I think you
Okay.
should just name him Baron.
Nah, she said that too.
You can start.
Nah, that's try.
Baron's a cool name, actually.
Baron Masterson.
It's cool now. but
Masterson is
Baron
a
has
cool
20
last
years.
name, so
Yeah.
a lot sounds good with it.
Okay. Do you want to do your?
I'll do my
Do you have
problem.
it voted up, or do you?
I
or
do
you wanna go
not
straight to
because
problems?
we have a
Okay.
guest and we're gonna spend some time. All right, here's my problem.
What did you think of those comments?
What comment? The ones you just read?
Yeah.
They're
Pretty
great.
bad.
They're
Don't
bad.
you think?
They're-
Yeah.
At least you had
Lazy.
At least
people
you have
sending
comments.
in comments. You had comments.
Oh, speaking of which, Chrissie, of course. While we get into this, and you
Penis Museum.
You do
Let's
a
just
show.
read your search
No,
history.
no.
Yeah,
Vagina
read it, read
Museum,
it.
Penis Museum.
Yeah.
Jaws
Did you know the
size.
Vagina Museum's closing down?
I did
What?
hear the Vagina Museum's closing
Yeah, the
down.
Vagina Museum couldn't cut it, but the Penis Museum's going strong.
Well, aren't they raising money to try and save the Vagina Museum?
They're raising money. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Probably spend it.
Yeah.
Did you hear that
Can you go to Twitter
that
for
the
me?
Butthole Museum prolapsed?
The Butthole
Really?
Museum prolapse. In the big
Is
fires.
there a Butthole Museum?
There
No.
should be.
I don't
should-
know.
The Vagina Museum should sneak in with the Butthole Museum.
Do you think they'd be right next to each other?
I know
What do you
I know the rat. Can you go to my Twitter real quick?
Oh,
So
yeah,
here's
okay.
what's been going on in my life is
Twitter.
I have a variety of exciting projects which everyone enjoys.
Yeah.
And I've realized it would be great if I had some people who could help me out with stuff.
Okay.
And one thing I've been looking for is a graphic designer.
Ooh.
And I thought I could do the thing where I could like somehow, post on my Twitter where a variety of people follow me and that I would be directed to a graphic designer who could maybe help me with some stuff. And then I forgot what happens anytime you post the words looking for a, and then you fill in illustrator, artist, graphic designer, whatever.
Yeah.
You immediately get 100 cold call DMs from Chinese people pretending to be women. So that's my problem.
Oh, hello. I want to be your graphic designer.
Yeah. My problem is fake graphic designers. Now, I don't know if everyone's encountered this.
No, they haven't.
Right, because not everybody's looking for a graphic designer. But this is actually good information, I think, for people to have.
Not everyone's trying to siphon free graphic design work off of their
I didn't
fan
say
base.
free. I was going to pay for it, and that's the problem is they know I'm going to pay for it. So you'll get a message. These are all people who messaged me. So we see here's Freya Larson. Who this is?
Okay, she's cute.
Oh, there you go. It is a nice lady. That's definitely a real person, right? Specializing in graphic design, NFT creator, whatever. And just out of nowhere, they go like, yeah, hey, I can make this.
That's too black. That's way too black.
You go. Oh, what is all that? Dragons and tigers? Is it a bunch of
love
tigers back there?
Dragon tigers.
It shows strength.
It's that looks great. She does real good work. She made this thing
Ooh,
for a
that's
guy.
better. That's a little more.
Itchy-o.
There you go.
More,
For
it's kind of
Pop
Asian.
Natty. So here's the thing: is all these
Is that a
things.
comic book? Pop and Addy?
No, these are like the streamers. They want themselves to be
okay.
vectorized.
All right.
Now, here's the thing: is if you start digging through these people's stuff, you start to realize that there's really no consistency to what they make. Because it's not one person making it. It is an art firm.
I Gets Active?
I Gets Active, Lil Bobby.
Little baby.
Lil Baby.
There's already a bad baby.
Well, this is the kind of, look at this. That's an album cover right there, produced by Sixon.
Scarecrow,
That guy looks like he regrets going to the strip club.
I think this guy regrets
yeah.
believing he was hiring Freya Larson.
Or maybe that's a picture of a gender reveal.
It might be. So these people, here's what they do.
I'm sold on this designer. You turn this person down?
Maybe I should have went to them. What do you think about Olivia Mason, who made, look at this.
That
now that's
sucks. That
Blackballed Ink.
That's terrible. I could make that.
Fantastic. Olivia Mason. So here's when I first became aware of this problem was back when Black Lives Matter was going on and everyone took it seriously. Because you would
the
get
last big riot that you guys were doing.
So, and then again, here's one of the person who supposedly caused this is Olivia Mason from she as you can see, she didn't get the memo. So you would get all these cold call DMs, and it would always be a female avatar with a hashtag BLM. Because the idea is that there's a bunch of Chinese guys sitting in a room, like cold calling all these people, and they go, "Here's the thing about white people: is they all want to hire a lady who's like an activist."
Really?
Yeah. They know that
I would look for the opposite.
They know that liberals are like so desperate to hire like a woman and like a black woman especially.
Really?
So for the longest time, it was always black women avatars going, "Hey, if you want to get a logo, you'd also be helping a struggling black woman." And everybody would fall for it. You'd see them, they go, "I just had Boofish Shaquanaquai make me a fucking thing, and I'm so happy that I helped the community, Because again, and then I what happens is you start DMing these people. Here, this is from Monica
That looks good
Cole.
too.
Okay, well here, look at her.
guys.
She's
Now
white.
that's a beautiful graphic
She's
designer
hot.
right
She
there.
looks like Michaela Peterson.
I know, she's a good-looking lady. Too bad it's a Korean guy. Let's see. That's not terrible, I guess.
Will he flirt with you, at least?
Well, the thing is, they show you all this stuff, but again,
Hiker of the year.
then they just go on Fiverr and they hire a different guy
These
to make
are great.
it. This is great.
All of the stuff that you're showing is art.
All right,
It's all
Cracker Beer is pretty
amazing.
good. Let's see this one.
Look at the
at
ghosts
this.
and
Look
the
at the
bees.
artistry
What
there.
the fuck is happening here, Keys? This is fantastic. You're telling me these guys? This is incredible graphic design.
Black girl excellence. There it is.
Black
That's
girl
pretty good.
excellence.
That's pretty good.
It's great.
Okay, but the difference is that you can just go on Fiverr and
Mr. Pizzo.
I thought that said PTSD.
Mr. PTSD.
You can just go on Fiverr and hire the same guys that they're going to turn around and
nice.
hire while pretending to be a black woman.
It's a
to
waste
do
of
this
time.
for you.
This is perfect.
The crypto crusher is here.
I just don't want to hire an Indian on Fiverr, though.
But they're doing it for you. They're hiring the Indian to draw.
Chocolate
That
Lady
one's terrible.
podcast.
Come on.
That Vito, that's amazing. That is
That's
an
amazing.
amazing-looking pod.
King
How about King Grow?
It's
That's
because it's
cool.
like,
He's like the
It
other
almost
kind of
sounds like-
grow. Yeah.
Not Negro, Kingro.
hey, how's Anthony Cumia doing? Have you talked to him?
He's
I was gonna
doing
ask
great.
that.
He
Syndicated
he got
in one day.
syndicated. Oh,
Oh,
so exciting.
have you talked
Opie's-
to him since then?
I
or-
have. Yeah, he's coming. I have a home studio now. He's coming in. He's going to do the show April 11th. He'll be at my new home studio.
Isn't it incredible?
Yeah,
There's never been a
Nobody
so back.
deserves it more. It's like, dude, you fucking uncanceled yourself. So
Incredibly.
exciting.
And because he found the
Yeah.
one place where being canceled doesn't matter because they're so desperate, which is terrestrial radio. It's like, but that guy's canceled. I don't give a shit. He
He's
is getting
good
people
at-
to listen to their fucking
He's good
radio.
at what he does.
I
They
will take.
had-
You can have a guy just say the N word over and over if he got fucking.
They had
which is kind of Kumia's thing,
record-breaking
but
app downloads, record-breaking listens.
Yeah.
Opie is fuming.
Yeah, he can't. He's Copy. You have to call him Copy now. He
Copy.
can't handle it. It's all he talks about. He's like, I don't care.
All he
I don't
talks
care.
about is
well, it's still a Sunday
how
slot.
Anthony-
It's still
Yeah, because
whatever.
when Anthony got the thing, Opie was going, oh, he's at Sundays at like
Just,
8 p.m., like a
just
dead
Sunday.
slot. Like they're
It's not
probably
gonna-
not even
It's not
paying
gonna
him
lead to anything.
And everybody was like, Opie, you fucking idiot.
What a
He's on
spoil
terrestrial
sport.
radio. He can promote his own
Because
podcast.
he's afraid. He's just afraid. He's
Like
like
getting clowned on and
that's
the
why he
whole
never
nation.
he never tries because he's just afraid, I think, of being compared to Anthony. Like if he were to really try and get a real studio
Yeah.
and like producers and
He built
stuff.
it in the basement of that bar. It looks like dog shit.
Well,
the
that's why
acoustics
he.
are terrible.
That's why he can say, "Oh, I'm not really
oh,
trying."
I'm not really trying. He always
yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
afraid of
Dude,
afraid of
they
success.
film out of this dirty
or failure.
bar basement. I think you can hear the people in the bar above them. There's no acoustic.
Or he
'cause
does
it's
it from his apartment, and
Yeah.
you can see the ring
can't
light
even light it
reflecting
correctly.
in the glass.
I just wanted to say to people. So here's how you know. This was a different lady. Hold on.
I don't work with women. You said
Yeah. Well, this is what I always say to them because they get really thrown off.
I can
They're like,
suggest you someone a male,
I can suggest you someone a male.
and then it's just him on
Looking
another
for a graphic
profile.
designer? I don't work with women.
He should say, "Oh, you're in luck. I'm not actually." A
And then
woman."
they send me a link to the guy, a different guy. And they
Yeah.
go, but why you not work with women? They smell bad, I said. And then I
Okay,
got very
well,
upset. This other one, one time I got on the phone with them and I was like trying to grill them to figure out where they're
Is
from.
this what you're doing all day?
Yeah, whenever I get calls from
I mean, you just like talk about unrealistic demands. Can I get
Yeah.
a graphic designer? You're a woman. I need a man. Like, I'll get you a man.
you're,
full customer
you're
service.
impossible to
they're
please.
not real. I'm fucking with this is basically the Indian call center of graphic designers.
They don't
they
know who
make
they're
great
dealing
stuff.
with.
They do
Yeah.
not make great
All
stuff.
that stuff was great.
This was
Hold
Olivia
on, I'm
Mason. I don't work
trans.
with women. She said, hold on, I'm trans.
Again, solving.
We saw her
That's
picture
funnier
before.
than you actually.
That
that
was
is
pretty
funny.
funny. I did laugh.
Get him to write some
And then
jokes.
I said, you're not in America. What's your favorite? She
No,
said, I'm
I'm
from
not.
Ohio. I said, what's your favorite food? I can say fried chicken. And then I tried to say, okay, if this is a black woman from America,
How about
How about
watermelon?
watermelon?
Really?
If she was a black woman in America, she would respond with, that's racist. Instead, she said, no, I don't like it. So that's how I know it's not actually a black
in
woman.
America,
Maybe
she
she's
wouldn't be
just
responding.
trying to get
She'd be
hired.
watching television. What did you say?
Maybe she's just trying to get
She's just
hired.
trying to get hired.
No, I don't like it.
She would at least go, haha, I understand the joke you're making. But she would not say, no, I don't like it.
How many of these conversations are you having?
Dozens a
Or
day.
a correct response would be like, only if you put it with a grape soda.
I get into fights with
perfect
Indian
meal.
call scammer guys. Somehow I get them to actually engage with me. Because I go,
Oh yeah, they're trying to scam you.
no. But then I get them and I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're working at a call center? And he's like, this is a good job for me. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it's not. You're fucking.
It
This is what you want. You tell your parents
Like,
I
are
work at a
you
call center
happy?
scamming white guys. I'm
You
like,
have to go that far down to find someone beneath you. Like there's some.
I like to
Slumdog
challenge them. I like to challenge them in a
millionaire.
slumdog. I go, you should be running this fucking place. Are you working for a guy? And they go, yeah. And I go, why are you not just running your own call center, man? You got to really. I've had those conversations with the scam
Do you do
guys.
that? Do you have time for that, Chrissie?
Just to
Fighting
fuck with scammers. Actually,
Yeah.
Frank does that. He
I get a million
when
of
they
those calls.
call
How many of
him,
those calls do you get? I get a
he
million
gets a
of them
lot,
a day.
and he'll keep them on the line. He'll fuck with them. He'll put on a funny voice. And he'll put it on speaker so we can all listen. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
You got to record it, actually. Like,
Yeah.
anytime I get those scam calls,
Does the kid listen? Is he like, yeah? Is it like story time?
My stepson, yeah,
Yeah.
he finds it funny.
I try to boot up the webcam and record them sometimes, but usually they hang up after. They're like, "Were you in an accident recently? You know, do you need a car insurance for your accident?" I go, "I was in an accident recently," and they're like, "Oh, okay. And what happened?" I'm like, "Well, here's the thing. I was driving on the highway. I was driving really fast, and I had to stop short, and I flew through the windshield, and my dick landed in your mom's ass."
Oh, what a
And then they
terrible
go,
accident.
"You motherfucker! You stupid motherfucker! You fuck you! You'll not touch it." I'm like,
They're very touchy about their
Are
moms.
you covered for that? Am I covered if my
Have you noticed?
And then your mom tripped, fell, and her mouth fell on my
If you bring
dick.
up the mother to an Indian scam caller, you
Yeah.
can usually get a good response. Fuck you, buddy.
Have you
That's
noticed
great.
that Indians they can't resist basic getting made fun of? Like
Yeah.
bringing your mom into
They
it,
fall
they'll
into
lose
it.
it. Like, what are you doing, man?
They're so easy to trigger. Be like,
You gotta have fun
like,
with the
you
Indian
stink.
scam callers.
You fucking stink.
The only the only thing that sucks is that it takes a while to get to an actual guy now. You got to go through like a bunch of rigmarole.
Yeah.
Because they call you up, they're like, "Do you have Medicare Part A and B?" And it's like an automated thing. I'm like, "Yeah, I got Medicare. Put the Indian guy on." And then you gotta rope it open a little bit. They'll go like,
Yeah.
"How old are you?" You go, "Oh, I'm 72." You know, and they go, "And what's your address?" "Oh, well, I'm living in Los Angeles."
Yeah.
And I was driving my car, and my dick landed in your mom's ass. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you.
I can't believe your dick still works at your age. And fuck you.
You should have fun with the scam callers. That's the
It's
only good.
fun.
That's the only fun out of them. Because otherwise, they just blow up my phone. I can't even use my phone anymore.
They're calling constantly now.
They have to do
It's
something
worse than
about
it's
it,
ever
dude.
been.
And once you pick up one, it's almost like it's like
Yeah, I
It
don't know if
spreads
they. I
to
don't know if they
other
know.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
scammers.
this guy picked up. So
yeah.
But like literally now, when I get those calls, and I'll pick it up, and I'll just be like, "If you call me again, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your whole fucking family." I'm like, I'm really
Yeah.
hoping that at some point they're like, "Okay, let's put him on the crazy guy list."
Would they, if somebody did snap and just blew up a call center in India, would they start cracking down on it a little
I don't
bit?
know.
Or
Have you been seeing these like viral tweets about India's like low, what do they call it? Culture, low trust culture.
Low T culture.
Yeah, and why it sucks to live in India because you literally just like imagine a country where you're like everyone I know is trying to scam me
Man,
at all times.
I have worked with so many Indians. I don't need to watch a documentary
Dude,
on it. It's
interesting.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
that they're constantly like you'll negotiate a rate for like a job and then they go, "Okay, now you cut me a deal," because in their country it's literally like, no, anytime you quote someone a price, you have to quote them a fake price.
A scam
And then,
is
so that at
identical
the end of
to
it,
an
you can go,
actual
"Okay, I'll give you a
legitimate
deal later."
transaction to them.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They like their entire culture is just a bunch of guys scamming each other
Yeah.
while eating without utensils
curry.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, my problem is fake graphic designers, guys. So
What
if-
did you need designed?
I'm doing layouts for some projects.
What project?
You told me everyone hates when I talk about stuff on here, so I don't
what
know.
do you? What do you?
Project.
I'm
I
working
mean,
on more
project.
super killer stuff. Not the comic.
Ooh.
Not the comic.
like
Different thing.
backpacks or something?
Yeah,
Like
for backpacks. I need a guy to make me some shorts.
popsicles.
I really think
popsicle
super
sticks?
killer shorts are going to help knock it out of the park.
Like the
Or-
Ninja Turtle popsicles.
Super killer knives.
super killer knives. I have a knife guy.
a knife block.
I just talked to my buddy, the knife guy.
Knife
PVC
block,
style.
yeah.
Be like,
If you guys need a knife, go to pvk.com.
Free ads.
My buddy who owns the knife thing just fired my other buddy who was working at the knife thing, and I've been navigating that drama. So that's another problem. Is
Two knife guys getting into a fight. That's
Well, it's more a
Ooh.
knife guy hired my buddy who's not a knife guy, and he said,
He
"Your
doesn't know
passion
shit
for
about knives."
knives just isn't there, man."
and then he said, "No more, Mr. Knife Guy."
No more, Mr. Knife Guy.
oh,
He said, "I really just can't have you here unless you can muster up some excitement for the new Microtex or whatever." And
Like
my
your work
buddy's
is not cutting it.
I think they're going to do a reality show there.
I think
think-
Corolla would have liked that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I think my buddy's doing some sort of
A
like
reality
knife. He's going to be like
show?
part of like a larger reality show that goes to like local, like small businesses.
You know what's
or
the
something.
greatest show ever made is? The one with Goldberg.
The wrestler?
Yeah.
What was that show?
It's like they go on it. They have a knife obstacle course.
What?
What, honey? What is the name of that? I
What do you mean?
stumbled on
Can
this.
she hear you from here?
She's listening.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about that show where they build weapons or something? Because I watched
that was the prequel to this.
Okay.
But then they Forged in Fire.
Forged in Fire.
I stumbled upon this late at night on Netflix, and it's this obstacle course for guys that make their own knives or are super nerds.
and they have to
about
prove
knives.
that their knives are good, so they have to like hit stuff with
but
the
it's
knives.
like the design kind of sucks. Like they're cutting ropes, and there's like a big hanging fish that they cut through.
Yeah.
And like most of it is telling these, but they're all like super spazzes. The guys who are into knives, like one of the guys was like this black guy from Compton that just bought like this shitty Chinese knife.
Like a shank.
Yeah.
Did he make it or did he buy it?
He bought it as a piece of crap from China. So they're like they have to walk around in these like bomb suits because they're so afraid of these
Cutting
very
people's hands
clumsy
off.
nerds tripping and stabbing themselves. So they're walking with these little knives going like and none of them can pass the obstacle course.
Well, they have that one show where like the
It's
guys.
so funny.
I think the guys make their own knives, and then they have one Chinese guy who's like the guy.
They have that guy on the other one. He can't talk.
He
Right?
can't talk.
No, he can't talk.
But he's in like
drives me insane.
he's in charge of like testing the knives because it's like
Yeah.
well, obviously a Chinese guy is gonna know how to do it better than anybody else. He goes
Yeah.
"Oh," and just like starts cutting shit up. That's
Yeah.
a good gimmick.
Anyway.
My problem is fake graphic designers. Did you hit the
That's not
alien
even a
button?
problem.
No, I don't know.
You just won't hire anyone.
No, I hire people. I don't want to hire these people because
I'm gonna hire one of these guys.
good.
You're fucking
Yeah,
right.
I'll give you
they're
all
just-
their fucking things.
Forward me the one. Forward me the one with all the black girl
just go
magic
on
thing.
Twitter and say I'm looking for.
No.
If
I
you
already
said-
got one right
If
there.
you said
What do you
I'm
mean?
looking for a graphic designer, preferably a woman, you would find it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Preferably a black woman.
Preferably a black woman who cares.
I want the black ball.
You know
with
the two black
8
balls. You want to have a bunch of
The 8
tigers
ball
behind
really
you.
speaks to me. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like chaos in a ball.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If we had some merch that was like the classic like wrestling,
Now it's we.
like photos,
Yeah.
but like with the tiger and flames behind you
That's
or whatever
cool.
else. I do have a spoiler for. I'm gonna be posting our biggest problem in sports bonus episode promo, which is also available this month on
Okay.
Patreon.
Okay.
And somebody did find. Remember, I was talking about going to WCW to see Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
And doing the DDP thing wrong in the crowd
Yeah.
and getting mocked in school.
Yeah.
Somebody found the clip. So
Of you?
You're gonna get to see young Vito Gesualdi at a WCW.
found that?
They found the clip.
Really?
I think tomorrow I'll be putting it up, so you'll be able to see a young, fat Vito. Well, I was always fat.
you were
but
fat as a kid?
I was a fat kid. Yeah, I went up and down. There was a period of skinny Vito. You've seen skinny Vito now.
You have lost weight since the last time I was here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Am I
was
making that
thinking
up?
No,
he's
I
lost
have-
like
I've
20
lost a
pounds.
little bit.
Okay.
Because we've been bullying.
He's
him.
also for the people listening at home. He's also doing this show barefoot.
Yeah.
He's pulling a Vivek.
Bro,
I got my shoes down there. What?
that makes it worse. Why did you bring your shoes in here and then take them off?
I
need a
don't know. Do you want me
pedicure.
to put my shoes back? I do probably need a pedicure. My toenails are probably looking ragged. I'm not a sock guy.
You're not a sock
I'm
guy.
not a sock
Get
guy.
some slippers. Keep some slippers
I
here.
could do
think you're
some
not a sock
slippies.
guy.
I just don't enjoy socks.
I think there's for everyone else to enjoy, though.
What do you mean? Socks to me are like, what if every time you left your house you put a condom on your dick? You wouldn't do that, so why would you wear socks?
You're
Are you gonna
comparing
take your
socks to
dick out?
condoms?
They're literally the same exact shape. A sock is just a condom for your foot.
No, they're
Are
not
you
the
putting
same
your foot
shape.
in
They're
anyone's
a big
puss?
tube, okay? I don't want to wear a condom when I leave the house.
Condoms don't
I
absorb
don't want to
sweat.
put 2 condoms on my feet. Something weird about it.
They get a sock that has a crook,
A crook to it?
a bend to it. Unless
They got
you're-
You know,
condoms that have a
you should get
crook.
some nice ribbed socks.
You don't ever wear socks?
I wear socks when my feet are cold. But if I'm going out,
So I got to crank the
You
air
live
up?
in LA, yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, you know what it is? It is like because socks cause my feet to sweat more, so I don't like wearing them out in the California sun.
You sure that's the socks?
It is because when I wear them,
Why
I go,
don't you
oh, this
get
feels
some
terrible.
of those shoes that like your toes are all separated?
Maybe I should do
Yeah.
that. You know what?
Shithead
I would
shoes.
like that. I would like that. I should get Crocs, right? You know, I've never owned a pair of Crocs.
You do seem like a Croc guy.
I've
Yeah.
never owned Crocs.
They're fun. They're cool.
Are they
Yeah,
like
I have a couple pair.
Is
I
it-
love them.
are they comfortable?
Not really.
I was gonna say, can you like really walk in a Crocs?
Are they more
for-
comfortable than they are hideous?
They're about the same. They feel like they look.
Okay.
But it feels like they would just fall apart after like a week.
Well, I mean, you put a lot of stress on your shoes.
I know, but that's
You
the thing is
ask a lot of them.
I wear my shoes out, but then they get to the point where I like how they feel all fucking destroyed. And these shoes beneath me right now are completely destroyed.
Wait. You're wearing these shoes with no socks?
No, did you
Yeah.
have to throw these shoes out? These are like poor people's shoes.
They are poor
But
people's
there's
shoes.
no felt inside them.
That happened today.
no.
There was felt.
I don't believe
have to throw these out.
No,
Let's get
literally
new
today.
shoes for
Literally
Vito.
today, I looked at them because I was putting them on, and I don't wear them all the time. But I said, "Oh, I got to cut that felt out. It's coming apart."
Yeah, that means you have to throw them
But it's got a
away.
nice foam.
You can't be wearing this shoe with no sock.
That's probably why.
Why my feet are falling apart? This is fine.
No, it's not.
Skechers, it's the S.
No, it's
oh, wait,
time.
these aren't even
That-
Skechers.
that-
The
we're gonna get
soles
a
are all
C&D.
worn down.
These are great.
It's time to
These are
go.
fine. The inside.
And he
is-
only got them last
I
week.
cut this out
Really? No.
today. These,
Nah, they gotta go.
they fit so well.
They gotta go.
The other shoes I can't slip on like these.
That's not supposed to be
You can
comfortable
buy
with
slip-on shoes.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I've done,
get good
I
slippers.
got slip-ons, but they're not. Maybe I'll try a different pair of slip-ons. I got these, and you know what? I should try and find these exact shoes. They're the only shoes that I've ever been able to easily slip on. I should have just bought like 10 pairs.
Yeah.
Because
That can't be comfortable. You got no sole in
I have
that shoe.
giant.
No support.
Here's the thing.
Nothing, and you're wearing with
have-
no socks.
How-
You're
what
asking
shoe
for
si- what
plantar
shoe- What shoe
fasciitis.
size are you?
11.
I'm a 13. I have
Okay,
giant.
Mr. Fucking Big Wiener. I'm sure that's impossible to get new shoes then.
I
No,
can't wear
first
socks.
of all-
My feet are so
First
big.
of all, yes, it is harder to get shoes in a size 13. Stores don't carry them as often. And
Order
secondly,
them online.
But it's doable.
and then I
It's a
can't
doable
test them to see if
size.
they're comfortable.
Send them back.
Order like 4
Yeah.
different ones, and then send the ones back that don't work.
He was pulling this shit that he couldn't even get like a magic cardboard box last week.
I can't. They're sold out.
I found it on Amazon in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, or
You
eBay.
can't get BCW 1600s. I tried.
A BBW.
I can't. I wish I could get a BBW 1600,
BBW.
but then she'd be dead, I assume. Look, the thing is, I have big feet. They wear out the shoes quicker because there's more foot per shoe, okay, than the average person.
That's a cope.
And it's just hard to find shoes that are comfortable for me and my giant feet.
Why don't you go to the big and tall store?
Yeah.
Do they still have those? I don't even know where you
They
find
do.
them.
Oh, they do, buddy. It's called Walmart.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Honestly, yeah.
Or
Walmart's all right.
DSW.
Is DSW considered a big and tall?
No, but they have all kinds of sizes.
Everything's big and tall.
I go to
now.
like not Marshalls. What's the one? Burlington Coat Factory. What's wrong with Burlington
They're
Coat
more.
Factory?
They're more than great coats. They're like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls.
Hey man, I was in Massachusetts. I was right across the border from Burlington Coat, from the original Burlington Coat Factory
Really?
in
Well,
Burlington.
Well, no wonder
Vermont.
because sometimes it's a hodgepodge
Yeah.
at those stores. They don't have
I
every
have brand
size.
loyalty to the people of Burlington.
So you can only get your shoes there.
I'm just
You
saying.
gotta
it's-
get. You gotta get.
I
new
bet if you
shoes.
do a search
I have new shoes.
for like
at
good,
my house,
big
I have
size
newer shoes, and I prefer to wear these. They're more comfortable.
you got to throw them away.
I don't want to see these shoes ever again.
I'm
Your
gonna.
feet's gonna start coming through the bottom.
I've
Yeah.
had that with shoes before. Again,
You're not Fred Flintstone. You can get
You know what?
decent shoes.
We were having this discussion, and I think you know what it is. It's my biggest problem is that I prioritize my comfort over everyone else's.
This can't be comfortable though. What you're
No,
doing.
That's
This is laziness. This is
This
not
is
comfort.
laziness.
Laziness is comfort. How is that not comfortable? It is very comfortable to be lazy.
it's comfortable to wear shoes, dilapidated shoes with the canvas hide half
sole
in the
worn
side
down.
and the other half frayed cotton with no socks. That's comfortable
flipped
to
up.
you.
I feel great.
And I don't believe you.
I bought this stupid shirt at the fucking thrift store today. You're
Did
killing
you
me,
wash it?
Smalls. It was already. They wash it before they put it on
Let
the
me tell you,
rack.
you
Put
get
an
to-
unwashed thrift store shirt on.
They wash it before it goes in the rack.
I don't know that that's true.
Yes, they do.
No, it's not. Do they have a bunch of fucking washing machines at
They're
Goodwill?
not gonna. It's not a good.
No,
I don't know
Bro,
that they do that.
if they didn't do that, then all the clothes on the rack would be disgusting.
they are.
No,
They
they
are.
aren't.
Have you ever smelled a Goodwill?
This one had a tag on it. This is like a tag from the store. This is a never worn before shirt. It came.
I don't
straight-
believe it. Let me see the tag.
the tag I ripped off.
You didn't rip.
Obviously,
You didn't rip it off. He's lying.
I didn't
This is
leave
He's
a
like, I
lie.
might
tag-
return it.
Yeah.
This is new old stock.
He's gonna sell it on eBay.
No. This is
He's
new
gonna
old
sell it
stock.
to Tony from Hack the
Sell it
Movies.
for some new shoes.
They definitely, dude. They ship it to a different place to wash it all.
No,
and
they
then,
don't. They move it straight out into the front of the store.
No, because then somebody would get chiggers and they'd fucking die, and then they gotta
What
wash
are they gonna
that
do? What are
stuff.
they gonna go to Dos Abogados and say I got chiggers from Goodwill?
I think they have to
I
wash
bet those
it.
shoes have chiggers in them.
The shoes probably have chiggers, but the shirt.
Chigger, please.
What are we talking about now? Chiggers.
We're doing it at the Anthony Cumia radio show.
Let's go
We're
to-
trying out to become his co-host.
Man.
Can I send you some shoes?
You can send me some shoes.
He'll resell them
Size, you
on
don't
his
look like,
Whatnot
I'm telling
channel.
you, I think you're lying about the size 13. I think
You don't think that's a
your
size
feet look the
13?
same size as mine.
Oh, that's a 13 right there.
It doesn't look that big.
Well, I've been
away
wearing
from
size
me.
13 shoes my whole life, so I don't fucking know.
Are you sure they're not just like swollen? Maybe you got gout. and you
Yeah, no,
think
maybe
that-
you're in Burlington sizes, which might
Maybe
not
I'm,
be.
You know what? I'm running
Canadian
on Burlington
sizes.
size. Canadian size.
Well, you see,
I mean, my biggest problem is now Vito's footwear situation.
Vito's disgusting, worn out shoes.
what is your problem, Chrissy?
Lately, it's been Bill Burr. I really feel like he used to be like funny and like edgy, and now he's just turning into a bald Howard Stern. He was just on The View today. Because he's trying to appear like an everyman, like he's apolitical, like he makes fun of both the right and the left, and like he doesn't. He's just
Yeah.
a liberal twat. And now the fact that he's on The View, it's like,
I saw him on The View and thought he's getting applause from. If I got an applause from The View audience, I would just kill myself.
it's horrible. I'm like, how do you
What are you
respect
doing,
yourself?
Do you remember when Norm went on The View?
And they hated him
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember why they hated
because
him?
he kept saying Clinton was a murderer.
Yes. It was the best bit
Mace.
ever. And they kept
Yeah.
going, Stop!
Stop.
You can't say that on TV. And he's like, I just thought it was a matter of public record. And then the one
Barbara Walters.
whoever the
Yes.
dumbest View host at the time was like, wait, I haven't heard of this. He's like, you haven't heard that Clinton killed a guy? And then they're like,
Yeah.
shut up, shut
Stop
up.
engaging with him.
That's great. Good for him.
Barbara Walters tried to be his mom. It's
Yeah,
like, "Bitch, you
yeah.
don't."
Because their question was like, now you voted for Bush, right? He's like, yeah. And she goes, why is that? He's like, I just think we should get the murderers out of the White House.
That's
Until
great.
they cut to commercial like
That's
very
so
soon after
great.
that. It was very
Did you
subversive.
see Bill Burr said like Elon Musk can't get laid?
Yeah, I was like,
And
what are you
he's
talking
married
about?
to,
He's
like,
got like
McGilla-
4 baby moms. Of course he can get
And
laid.
they're all hot. Like
And like even if he
famous
uses
women.
surrogates or whatever, but petri dishes, it's like he's a almost
Grimes,
trillionaire.
man. He got
can get
Grimes.
mad chicks.
yeah.
Like,
And Bill Burr's wife's disgusting.
disgusting,
Fat,
and they have a
disgusting
baby
blob.
that is not even his, so he should not be talking about
I
it.
hear about all these women getting surrogated by Elon Musk, and I'm so jealous. I'm like, if I could just have an Elon Musk baby, I'd
He has
be
the
so
same
happy.
breeding fetish as Elon Musk.
Really?
Vito does, except he doesn't have any money to
Yeah.
do it.
Well, that should be a motivation for you then.
You know what?
You know
the
what? You
shoes. You
can't.
don't-
Honestly,
you're
I
not,
see-
you're
I
not
see
gonna
what
be
he-
able to be a breeder if you don't get new shoes.
I could be a breeder. It's just like a lot of, management.
You know,
That
that's the
sounds like
first
a
thing
cop.
women look at is your shoes.
Yeah, it
Nah,
is.
that's not what they look
It's
at.
true.
Yes, it is. It is.
Women like dating a giant toddler because it makes them feel like they're, able to like run their, like, oh, I'm
gotta
going to
get-
fix him.
you gotta get
You
shoes.
got to be broken for women to want to fix
No,
you.
They don't
that's
want
a-
to break
that's a
bad
cop.
boys. They don't want to break disgusting boys.
They go, I can get him to clean his room.
no.
All
Here's
Here's
the
one
thing:
word.
women look at a man and they look for like a kind of visual red flag, something that tells them that if this might not be true, but a woman looks at your feet and your footwear situation, they go, oh,
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't take care of his dick, because that's what it
Yeah.
like when you see a woman with bad feet or a bad pedicure or like icky, you're like, oh, she probably doesn't take care of her puss, because the outside reflects the inside, and if like you're put together, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but there was a period of time where yes, I was trying to date or whatever, and I probably did clean up. But now I'm in who gives a shit mode. Like,
It's
I don't
about
care.
to be summer. You should try.
Yeah, I've had some girls come over. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
What do they say about your footwear?
They don't say
situation?
anything. They just leave.
not
They
wearing
leave
shoes. He's
horrified,
wearing
and they
nothing.
go, I've made a horrible
but
mistake.
dude, they slide out like the brontosaurus when Fred leaves. Get out of here! On an avalanche of toys.
Yeah.
I think
What do
they
you-
accept it.
Say that again.
I
All
think
that
they
part
accept
about
what?
hooking up with girls. What was that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Human ladies.
Human ladies, we chat on the internet, and then
They go, "Where's your
come
washing
over.
machine?"
They go, "Where's our washing machine?" I don't have a wash. He thinks I have to have a washing machine in my house.
You have
they-
to have a washing machine in your house.
Why?
Because if you have a house, that means you have room for a washing
Okay,
machine.
well, it's not a house, and he's
What do you
going
do
to
with
make
the
light of
hookups?
that anyway. One of the hookups is for my portable dishwasher, so I use it for that.
Oh, okay. You had to bring your own dishwasher into your place?
There's not room for a dishwasher, too. I couldn't have that and a fucking washer dryer.
So you take your
I don't
stuff
have
to
that
the
big
laundry?
a place, man. I have a laundry service, which he thinks is absurd.
Oh, bougie! You have a bougie laundry service,
It's not
but no
bougie.
shoes.
Isn't
A
that
guy in
crazy?
a van picks up the fucking shirts.
And you're a writer, so you could just take it to the laundromat and
Just
sit
go to
around
the
and write.
laundromat.
I don't want to write at a laundromat. I don't want to put all that shit in my car.
Write at a laundromat.
I don't want to be a pirate.
Well, I was like, what were we talking about? Yeah, I have a little
Bill Burr we were talking
dishwasher.
about.
It's nice.
Also, my current biggest problem is I have a clogged duct in my boob. It's killing me.
A clogged
really?
duct.
Yeah, I'm
How
trying
do
to
you
not
fix
like
that?
rub my boob on your podcast, but it like
You doing like a Molly Shannon
it
thing?
really hurts. It's this happens every time I like go away from the baby for like a day or two.
What is it clogged? So how does it get clogged? Is this like
From
a
lack of
lack of
use.
pumping?
Yeah, I mean I've been pumping.
So it's just clogged with milk?
Yep. Yeah, and I have to like put heat on
Well, I
it.
didn't know if it's like
or
is it like a
I'll have to, like,
curd is like
massage it later.
generating in there or something?
No,
like,
no, yeah, maybe it's just like I guess it's just like
One of those
temporarily
little
plugged
Pac-Man
up.
cheeses pops right out.
It's the cow cheese. That's
So
how-
Frank's home with the
Yep.
kid.
Yeah.
Does he like have like a
Well,
milking
Baby
I
Bjorn?
pumped
strap on
like,
those, like,
I pumped like
shop
13
teacher's
bottles
tits?
before I left because I want to make sure there was like more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was pumping for like weeks, getting ready for this trip.
How old's the kid right now?
11 months. He's so cute. I love him. Everyone.
What's
has
his name?
Frankie.
His name's Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Do you want to watch the Bill Burr thing?
Yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
know. So, like, Bill Burr, I'm trying to remember.
He like hasn't evolved since 2015 or 2014.
Well, I'm trying to remember why I liked Bill Burr. Like, what was he doing that was so funny?
He was in everyone's face. He was calling them
Stand-up.
out. You know, he would stand.
I think
he would
his
shout
stand-up
at
was okay, but I
hecklers.
can't remember any of it now.
He just had a lot of attitude.
Yeah,
I mean,
he.
he-
Go, Vito. Oh, why can't you wear some shoes? Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
that's what he was.
What do I
saying.
have to wear shoes all the time?
Oh, what, you want me to wear fucking shoes here, buddy? Yeah. Oh, wait, what's the
okay.
Bill Burr voice? I'm usually good at
You'll
it.
Oh
see.
God! Oh! God forbid I have sex with my wife, who hates me. Oh, that's not really good.
All
I
right.
got a black wife here,
I support
buddy.
BLM. Black lady masturbates. Right?
Look at this.
Get out of here.
Look at this black lady I'm married to
So
here.
my wife gave Trump the finger. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Everyone expressed themselves that day.
I don't let Anthony Cumia come to my shows because he makes fun of my black wife.
Yeah.
Okay, here he is.
I don't know. It's a weird time when I just feel like someone needs to bring the boiling water down to a simmer, and everybody on both sides. Like if you watch CNN,
This is
Fox, you
exhausting.
go online.
He has
or
no
you
clue
listen
what
to
the fuck he's
politicians,
saying.
It's all and then you walk out on the street, and someone's like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, "Good." So I don't think they're living in
No,
like
that's
a
not what it's
reality.
like.
But is there anybody getting your ire up these days more than usual?
Nerds.
Yeah.
The nerds that own the politician, all these tech nerds that want to build robots because they don't know how to talk to hot women,
Yeah.
they're gonna take over the world.
A bunch of fat women applauding
Oh, he's
that.
playing to the
Yeah, he's
crowd.
talking about
He's playing to the
us.
crowd.
Right
so.
That's why no one's talking to us.
And I think Elon has got the rockets going because they realize there's other Earths out there,
Yeah.
and they're gonna trash this one, and because they
They
don't
are
have any
trashing
concern
it.
for
They
it, and
are.
they're gonna move on
What
to the
the
next Earth.
fuck?
What the fuck is this?
And,
What is
you
he
know,
even
everybody's
saying?
gonna be
He has
standing
no
down here
clue
with
what
your
he's
blue and
saying.
red
No.
ties going, wait a minute, I was on your side, and they're just gonna leave.
Well, you were talking about death in your set. Do they not realize that they're going to die, these people? They don't realize
What
that
the
they
fuck show is
eventually-
this? What does that even mean?
Well, they always talk about a wrathful God and, will send you to hell. And it's like, none of you guys are operating like you fear this, the way you run your religion.
That's right.
So
What is he
I don't get
talking
any, I
about?
don't understand any of that. I'm just trying to be like chill. Somebody holds the door. Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
he
you just
said
got
so much,
neutered.
but he said nothing. Like he was like a lot of words, but he actually like
These guys gotta bring the temperature
He's trying
down. Like,
so
what the hell?
so hard to not seem like he's on the left or right that he actually fucking says nothing. He comes off like he has no opinions.
Well, part of the problem is that Bill Burr is getting those Disney paychecks these
Yep,
days.
yep.
So he's been on that Star Wars show. You seen that?
He got that.
Oh,
He got that
yeah.
Mandalorian
He's hanging out
money.
with Baby Yoda.
Is that the one with Stacey Abrams on it?
Stacey Abrams? No, that was Star
No.
Trek.
Like the president.
Star Trek did that.
Oh.
Stacey Abrams was the president of the future.
Oh, the Yoda one. That was
Baby
stupid.
Yoda.
Yeah, all that Star
The
Wars
first
shit
season
sucks.
did great, Mandalorian, and they fired Gina Carano. They fucked up, and everything. took
Gina
it
Carano
over.
would have saved it. And now she's stuck at the Daily Wire, which is falling apart. Oh, wait, she's not even there because nothing. They fired Jeremy
she's
Boring.
She's suing Disney.
Yeah, that's true. Did you ever?
That's not gonna
when you
work,
talked to
though.
Adam.
I think they're going into Discovery.
Is Adam doing another season of Mr. Bircham? Did you talk about that at all?
Adam who?
Adam Corolla.
Oh no, we didn't.
you-
No.
You didn't ask about. You didn't ask if you watched Mr. Bertram.
That
What would
didn't
you have
come
said
up.
if he said, "What's your favorite
I
part
have-
of Mr. Bertram"?
I think I watched like the first episode, and that was it.
so. The first
And
episode.
he said,
Yeah.
"This is too good. I gotta save the rest because it's
so
just
long
too
ago
good."
when it first came out.
Yeah, and then
I
it kind of fell out. You like forgot that you were gonna
I
watch
am
the rest
I am
of
a
it.
Daily Wire member, so I
What?
I could watch it.
What
Yeah,
do you watch there?
I mostly listen to. They have a morning podcast, and I really like it because it's like 10, 15 minutes long.
Alright.
And I put it on when I'm like putting makeup on or showering, whatever. It's just like a quick
Yeah.
like what's going on in the news kind of thing.
How much
Oh,
is a
yeah.
Daily Wire subscription?
I don't know, maybe like $100
You get, like-
for a year or something.
Like texts when like anti-Semitism is breaking out.
no,
Like, so you can- in
alerts,
case it's
yeah.
around you.
Ben Shapiro on
Like
your
a
phone.
map.
I just needed you guys to know that Israel still needs your support. It's the most important thing in the world.
outbreak down the street from you.
Yeah, apparently Daily Wire is in trouble because they just fired Jeremy Boring. I think they must be bleeding
they
money like
fired
crazy.
him, or they? Yeah, what
I
did
think they must
what
have
did I
fired
hear?
him.
Yeah, that
because
wasn't there a
his
rumor that they
projects have
thought,
not been making money.
They thought maybe Tim Pool was gonna try and buy it. That was a rumor. I don't know where I heard that.
I thought didn't they pay Tim Pool to like be on there, or did they pay? Didn't Daily Wire just acquire Tim Pool as like a?
No, that's a rumor.
Oh, okay. I thought that was real.
That's a filthy rumor.
Have you seen Jeremy Boring on the set of his taking all of these people's money to make his Game of Thrones ripoff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
So
What is that?
Jeremy Boring is filming. There's some like historical Camelot series. I forget the name of it. It's like a bunch of books. And he basically said, I want to make Game of Thrones, and I'm going to take all our money and make Game of Thrones.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, dude. And they've been putting out these like production diaries, and there's like the same shit as like HBO. There's like 100 guys on horses and like a giant fucking arena they built. And I'm like, oh man, they are going to lose so much fucking money on this. I cannot imagine that the Daily Wire making Game of Thrones is going to work out for them.
No, it's not.
I really want to see it, but I'm like, I can't imagine this is going to be good. And Jeremy Boring's just there with his headphones on. He's like, yeah, this is good.
This is great.
This is good. This is going to be good. And I'm like, all those investors thought their money was going to save Israel, not fund your
no.
attempts at playing Hollywood. Did Lady Ballers make a lot of money, we think? Did you see Lady
None.
Ballers at least?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Lady Ballers?
Tyler Fisher.
Which one? Oh, he's
Is that
the
one of the Lady
comedian, right?
Ballers?
Yeah. He's the only
But
comedian.
wait, Matt
in that
Walsh
movie.
did such a great job as hippie guy or whatever.
And he also, I really liked What Is a Woman.
I haven't seen. Didn't you watch What Is a Woman? And you told me it was like interesting.
It is. It's pretty good.
It was interesting because it's interesting to see someone who's not a comedian
Use that
doing
material.
a comedy movie
Yeah.
and have like all these setups and then not use
And
any of
not
them.
deliver on them 100%.
Yeah. It's like watching a guy
Yeah.
go into like a wood shop and like he doesn't know how to use anything. And he
Grabs a
doesn't have
hammer and
any
just starts going.
Yeah, he's like, let's take this hammer. Maybe we'll just swing it.
A lot of missed
Maybe
opportunities
we'll warm up
for
This is
funny.
warm up for doing woodwork.
Yeah.
All right, and then this thing is for I don't know. It's for
Who is the
sharpening
Sacha
this
Baron
nail.
Cohen of the right? They don't have one.
Ooh,
Closest they've gotten
who I
is
love?
what do you call it? My good friend at the Blaze,
Alex Stein.
Alex Stein.
Alex Stein's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably is the closest thing.
He's the closest.
I'm really
but-
enjoying Ben Bankis's videos when there's a I made them pull this up on tinfoil hat yesterday when I did it, but he'll do these videos where he's like doing a voiceover like the Chinese mayor or whatever, and it's just so racist but so fucking funny.
Wait, yeah, we were talking about that. The guy who just does the mayor of
Yeah.
Canada?
Yes,
Yeah,
Toronto,
the one in the
yeah.
library?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That popped up in my feed, and I went, are we allowed to do this now? Because this is so
I watched it
great.
like 50 times in a row.
In the
Julia is like
library,
the
look
Rosa
at all the
Parks
book
of
in the
us.
library. And I'm like, you can just fucking make this shit
the
now.
powder snow. Yeah. Oh, the Chinese people send their kids to the school.
Because here's the thing: is they took that away from. Have you seen this Uncle Roger guy who's actually got like restaurants now, and he's like an Asian guy doing an impression of a racist stereotype of an Asian
really?
guy. Yeah,
No, I haven't seen that.
He's a guy, and he goes, "Uncle Roger going to show you how to cook a fried rice." But then you hear his normal voice. He's just like, "Yeah, well, when I came up with the Uncle Roger character, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? You're doing Asian face, and you are Asian." Why is he allowed to do it? I can't do it.
You can do
but
it.
now I can do it.
Do
yeah,
it.
you can do it.
I was so jealous because, dude,
We've
he's-
been doing it for years. I don't know why he says that.
But here's the thing: that
Yeah.
guy's making millions of dollars in opening restaurants based on the fact that it's like
Asian
a
voice
shitty
restaurant?
Asian voice like stereotype
Your
is
food
funny to
has-
me.
the thing is, your
And
food
I'm like,
has to be
dude,
pretty
he's
good.
cashing in on that. That's fucking crazy because everybody
If he
loves
can do
it.
the voice,
All
you know
the
he
Asians,
gets the food.
Dude,
Yeah.
all the Asians pretend they hate it, but then that guy shows up and does it. He goes, "Uncle Roger, show you
Do
how
they
to make."
really, though?
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think they
must
care.
love it because they're giving him all this money. And he's
Yeah,
got
I
like his
think
own
they love it.
fucking brand of like frozen dumplings and shit now.
And he does it lovingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They go, well, it's endearing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's a bamboozled type situation.
Because if you're an Asian, there's always like, well, that guy's like more. You're doing an impression of that guy.
Yeah. But if an Asian guy does
are
it.
too smart and productive to be offended by stereotypes and things like that. I don't know. I think they don't let that face them. too
I was
much.
just
They got
so
shit to do.
jealous because
Yeah.
I was like, I can do an excellent Asian guy voice, but I can't monetize it the way Uncle Roger does because it's not allowed. But now things are changing.
Well,
Anthony
I mean,
Cumia's
I
on
don't
the
know.
radio.
I don't know if you could do a bunch of restaurants with an offensive Asian
I
accent.
think I could. I think it would be if you came in and there was a big fat Italian guy who goes, "Oh, welcome to Super Fried Chicken #1. I make your poor fried
Could
rice
you shave
very
and
good."
put like a little
I'll get
Yeah,
a Fu
could you
I'm
get
gonna get a
some
Fu Manchu.
shoes?
I will Andy
Yeah.
Rooney.
And then-
I will get the big fucking glasses and the Andy Rooney buck teeth, and I go, "Oh, Harold, welcome to my restaurant.
That would be
It's
good.
a very good."
Do it.
restaurant. I want to make you a fried nooter.
Start a brand new YouTube page with this character.
Yeah.
If
Wear a sumo diaper.
Even Shane Gillis knew it was funny, and he got kicked off SNL for doing an Asian guy voice. But now it's back.
It is back.
It is back.
Okay. My problem is male feminists. Here they are.
I'm surprised that one never made the board before this.
I didn't check. This is the male feminist of the day here. Where is the right here? Harry Sisson.
Oh, what a
No, we love Harry Sisson.
I
He's
think
our
we
guy.
can all agree
Our guy, fighting for the left.
that there's nothing worse than leading women on
Yeah, horrible.
and wasting their
what a
time.
monster.
Marrying them.
Yeah.
Leading them on.
Leading them on. They've only
Yeah.
got a couple of years before
before it all
they
falls
hit
apart.
the wall and the eggs dry up.
Right.
So him doing this is basically, it's
It's
a type of
horrible.
assault. I don't want to say rape, but people are saying that it's akin to.
So Harry Sisson he's like a Democratic
He's a gay
influencer.
Democrat influencer. Look
Okay.
at this filth that he's texting this woman.
What? Oh my
I'd fuck
God.
you raw after wine tasting, but that's just me.
Ew, Gen Z has no game.
It's not a good.
This is a male
maybe
feminist.
prior to this, maybe it's a callback that
Pussies
makes
are
more
drying
sense.
up across the country
Wow.
with this sort of
Damn.
comment.
Hey! It worked though. That's
look
the
at the-
problem. It
look-
worked.
But did it?
She sent him nudes.
Look
That's
at
what
the
they're all
kind of
mad
wholesome
about.
pictures she's sending him.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
know.
want to
What
see
the
that.
fuck is this?
He doesn't want to see that
You
shit.
can tell by these pictures that this woman does not want to be fucked raw after wine tasting.
Ladies, you can send me one, maybe two photos of you at the pumpkin patch. After that, it's either
She-
nudes
Is
or
this a wine
knock
tasting
it off.
book?
But she really likes. It must be an autumnal display, or it must be that time like she went to a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Ladies love-
sugar.
ladies love a good pumpkin patch.
He sent this to 11 different women, male feminists.
He
Obviously,
didn't send this exact
11
message to 11
like
different
a serial
ladies,
a
but
serial abuser of women.
fuck boy is what they call
It
them.
is a fuck boy.
Dick. It's a fuck boy. This is a man who messages a lot of women on social media
and
platforms,
pretends that they don't.
and
and doesn't fuck any of them.
Well, he could
Disgusting.
Yeah, well, that is the most
Absolutely
disgusting part.
depraved what he's doing.
So right now,
Leading them
Harry
on,
Sisson is being well. Here's what's happening for those of you who don't know. Harry Sisson is again
abusing women.
a
woman
unknown
abuser.
Democratic influencer. Obviously, the Republicans disagree with him and dislike him. So this
'Cause he's a woman abuser.
this Republican influencer, this whatever her name is, Sarah Goofenstein, has gone out and said is trying to now cancel him.
One of his victims was a domestic
abuse survivor.
Abuse survivor.
Wait, okay.
Wow.
Which women is not a domestic violence survivor at this point? Okay, any of you?
Not
None of
enough of
them.
them.
I'm sure Frank once in a while goes, shut up, you.
But shut up, you.
That's why you gotta have the baby, because then you go, you can't do that anymore. I got the baby. He goes,
Sandwich. No.
So yeah, well, he was messaging women attempting to solicit nudes, like a horrible
With
monster.
the
What
disguise
a terrible
of male
person.
feminism.
For those of you who don't know, this tweet has almost 20,000 retweets and 65,000 likes.
Wow.
Here's the thing: is a lot of people seem to be responding to this, going to, "Wait, what happened?" Because you're making it sound like he raped a woman.
Live. Don't read on live. But I saw
It's
about-
close. It's close.
This is
what he's
basically rape,
doing.
is what I'm hearing
It's
right
worse,
now.
actually.
Chrissy, is this worse than rape?
But look at
No.
who's doing it. Look at who's doing
It's
it.
not worse, but it is bad.
All right, we're gonna hear from a victim here. This is a victim.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
in such a hurry she could barely put her shirt on.
Video. I've been trying to figure out how I want to word a video regarding this.
Okay.
I mean,
But I
doesn't she
think when-
screams abuse victim?
Yeah, clearly
She's
the
a
guy just
survivor.
tore her shirt and ran away
That's
before
a
this
survivor
video.
right
Yeah,
there.
this is a survivor.
is-
She's really good at surviving.
I've never been the woman that has called out behavior like this.
Hmm.
I've never been one of these people. And if you have been, fucking props to you. Because I don't think
Get to the
anybody could
point.
comprehend how genuinely
As the point, just endless cock tease
So
of
much.
us.
Why would you wear this when saying something horrible and
Yeah.
sexual
To
happened to
Titillate
you?
and entice
It's
you.
like a tarp.
Because it's bragging for them.
I really send me how you stop having fucking heart palpitations. I've been trying.
This is
I
the
lo-
left's problem in a nutshell, is they'll get like a drag queen on stage, like dancing on a pole and shaking their dick and being like, I am a sexual abuse victim. And you're like, no, you're fucking dancing naked. Like, what do you want?
This is-
You engaged with this shit.
This is what they want.
Yeah.
They want everything to be a perverse twist on being normal. This guy is, I'm a male feminist. All right. Can I see your tits? Well, you just abused me. Now I'm going to parade you around the city. The responses to this are what's crazy, because it's a bunch of other male feminists going, and this is why our party doesn't seem
Yeah.
welcoming to straight men. It's like, no. You guys are insane. That's why.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
that you do and think and say is a perversion of what's natural and normal. Everything, all of it, the incentives, the economy, and the way men and women interact and are supposed to see each other. It's all wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the
Well,
actually.
but here's what's
Yeah, go
brilliant
ahead.
about it is that the right sees this and knows they're like, oh man, it's so easy to beat these guys.
Yeah.
You just go, hey, one of those women was a domestic abuse survivor, and all the leftists go, oh my god, and you guys are just fucking laughing, dude. When Al Franken, the senator, they found an old photo of him. He was on like a
Rapist.
USO tour. The girl was passed out.
Yeah.
And in the photo, he's like putting his hands up like this, like
Yeah.
literally this,
Yeah.
going, and then not touching at all. And they went, well, that's basically rape right there.
Yeah,
he
he's
can't be a senator
encouraging it.
anymore.
He's
it's not
encouraging
allowed.
it. That's
yeah.
not allowed.
Oh, that's horrible behavior. I'm like, he's one of your best guys. He's like one of the only guys. All these leftist fucking psychopaths. Man, I was reading the story. The left's just bad at running governments, huh?
They suck.
Because they're yes. What do you?
Did you ever hear about Chicago selling all the parking meters? Have you
Yes.
heard that
The
story?
UAE.
Yeah, they sold their
Yeah.
debt or something, or they sold.
Back in like the 2000s, because they can't think straight and they're all idiots and they can't read a bill.
Well, it was 2008, so the economy was like in
The economy
shitter.
was in the shitter, but they're like, let's give the United Arab Emirates all our parking meters for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
And they got like, I think it was like maybe like 500. No, it was like $200 million.
Yeah.
And they're saying, dude, right now they generate $250 million per year on those parking meters.
Wow.
And it's the same shit where you just go, anybody with a, because the reason
should
is
just not pay them.
when leftists are in government, anyone who's a smart leftist who goes, hey, you guys are kind of being nuts. They just go, get this guy out of here. We only want psychopaths and weirdos to run everything.
Look at this. Look at this creepy male feminist.
Oh, you got it there.
Ew, he has no
Oh,
hair on
man.
his chest.
Look at the way he's smiling like a dog that stole some food out of the garbage. Look at
Yeah, that's not cute at all.
that. God damn it.
Ew.
That's what he's
Why
sending
do
to these
women go
girls.
for this?
This is rape. He's smiling. He's sending little flirty messages.
Look at this. Uh-oh.
I
What
never lied
and why
to
are
you.
you screenshotting?
We were not exclusive,
why?
and I made it abundantly clear I didn't want that, and you said that was fine.
Male feminists would say that. A regular man would just say, damn it.
So all these women thought they were in an exclusive sexting relationship with this random 20-year-old they found online.
No, they're lying too.
Right.
They're also texting 11 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they not?
Because they're like, any chance to like cancel a guy, it's like, ooh, it's like
Even
a Russian
me, I'm
power.
texting a couple
This is all
girls here and
bullshit.
there. I'll just send them and go, hey, what's going on? Tits McGee, you know? And then you want to come over and play magic
you
cards?
in the shower like that?
No, I don't do that. I have a very strict no sex, selfie, any of that rule. I think anybody who does that is fucking insane.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
After Destiny decided to film himself sucking dick, I was like, that's a good
Can't
example of why you don't do.
believe.
And
He's
now
not
you're
a
getting
feminist,
sued for
is he?
millions of dollars for sucking dick.
He's not a male feminist, is he? Destiny?
I'm sure if you asked him if he's a feminist, he would probably say
probably
yes.
is.
That would be disappointing.
But he would say he's a more classical feminist in the way we were
Of
like,
all
well,
the things Destiny's done, that would be
the most disappointing. I don't know. He did have a base take on this, though. He did say, "Oh my God, what are you leftist psychopaths doing? Oh, a domestic violence survivor. He sexted a domestic violence survivor. It's like she's been victimized all over again."
It is, though.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's like how
you
their
can't
kids-
tell these women all these lies about male feminism and then fuck them over like this. That's cruel.
That Neil Gaiman story is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's the lady's going, oh my God, he victimized me, whatever. And then there's all these text messages between them, and she's like, I love the way you fucked my brains out. I'm like, well, that kind of sounds like you were into it. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but now she's not getting money.
Wow. So
Well,
she's-
yeah.
That was done under the.
They all want the money.
Well,
I don't know.
okay. Let me see.
I haven't heard from that.
Victim of
I haven't heard from
Harry
Victim.
my trans admirer in a while.
Provided a long,
You have a
detailed
trans
video.
Yeah,
of
they
her
really want to move
experience.
in with me and be my fuck toy maid, apparently.
He
I
got,
keep
an
saying-
email from an
I keep
actual
saying-
He's a gay
woman.
person.
I go, that's so kind. Thank you so much for your support. I'm not doing that.
You thought about it.
Don't
though.
knock until you try it.
Maybe on like a week-long basis, not like
Yeah.
permanently. I'm like, well, motherfucker, you gonna pay rent? And they're like, no, I'm not gonna pay rent. I'm like,
Sarah,
well,
he fucking pushed you and dragged you. That's not okay. Yeah, this morning he said the worst part about last night was him putting his hands on me. So he's obviously beating her.
pushed you and dragged you.
You're literally not overreacting at all. Do not do that so you can find the good in him. He literally can't.
Wait. This is not about him. This is about her ex.
Okay.
Oh, it is?
They're
Yeah.
posting DMs that she had about her ex abusing her and saying Harry had her sext him after this happened
Yeah,
to
that's
her.
fine, though, because I have to pay for shit that happened to black people 400 years
This
ago.
is the most
so that's
manipulative
fine.
shit.
Right.
They're posting texts from her being abused by a different guy and going,
Oh,
how could he
wow.
ask her for nudes after this? He wouldn't know this shit was going on. How the fuck
Wow.
would he?
Yeah, but he should. That's his whole platform.
Yeah.
Holy
You can't be a male
Lord.
feminist and just say, well, it doesn't matter what happened before me.
Yep,
Look, he
yep.
says, how is this more of Harry's lies? I can't do exclusivity. Since we live in different
That's a
states,
lie.
exclusivity would be hard. He says, I'm not balancing a
Hard.
bunch of
Can't
girls at
do it.
once. My mind and energy are just other places right now. Okay, sure.
lying.
He doesn't want to tell you, yeah, I'm sexting with 12 other girls. Why would you want to hear that anyway?
Right.
Because women are equal and deserve to, they can think logically,
Yeah, he's such a liar.
right? Isn't that your whole deal, Harry?
Well,
He's so full of shit. I don't have much more to give than why are you on any dating app?
it
Why are
doesn't
you on
matter because
Snapchat?
he wants to see naked women. That's why he's on the dating app. That's the only reason. He's like 22 years old. He's got a big throbbing boner in his pants, and also he needs a beard because everybody knows he's actually gay. So he needs to, occasionally at
And
some
this
point.
this is the worst part. Male feminist. He took this.
Well,
he
that's
let
the thing. He posted
let
this photo
hoe
Ew.
and all
clown
these
on all his
Yeah.
side
He's
chicks.
so
all his
he's-
side chicks.
He has such a
got
gay-looking
mad.
face.
Well, he's definitely.
He does have a gay-looking face. I'm glad you said that, Chrissy.
He's also chasing down these Harry Potter looking girls. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
He's got a type.
100%.
They're all Hufflepuffs.
he's Hufflepuffing his way
He
through
is
Snapchat.
such a Hufflepuff. Ugh.
100% of sexual assaults are committed by male feminists or closeted male feminists.
I like
Did you
that
know
you
that?
pointed
Makes
at the
sense.
words on the paper
I
because you're
wrote the
clearly
stats
reading
down.
them. Yeah, you got the stats there.
Did you know that?
That's how you always read stats. Is
That's how I read.
I'm glad. I'm really
how I
glad
read.
you helped. Yeah, thank you for that.
40% of men said that they're
Yeah.
say that they're male feminists.
40% of men say they're male
According to the
feminists.
Pew survey.
Okay.
Don't you think that's a little like a lie?
That's high.
There's just no way that.
Why do they have to
40%
specify they're male feminists? Can't they just be feminists?
That's what. Well, yeah, that's what they said. Are you a
Yeah.
feminist? And
Right.
they said, yeah.
They didn't say I'm a male feminist because that would make no sense.
Well, kind of would.
I mean, it does seem like, yeah, maybe there's a difference.
There's just no way that
Yeah.
40%
No,
of
it's
men
too
are
high.
like,
Are committing
yeah, I'm totally like,
10% of the sex
I care
crimes.
about what happens to women all day. Like, are you serious? 40%?
Well, here,
Maybe 4.
I don't. Feminist
What do you,
has
as a
been,
woman?
Yeah,
what do you
I would say
think?
maybe it's like
Feminist
2%.
was supposed to,
Yeah.
or it was treated as a catch-all term for, yes, I think women
I
are
want to see nudes.
equal
That's
to
what it
men.
means.
Well, yeah,
I wanna
that is
see
the
your
other
tits
thing
for
it means.
free.
That is a part of it.
40% of men will say whatever they have to say to get nudes.
Yeah. Who was giving the survey? I would like
Right.
to know. A guy?
That's the thing. If a lady's asking it, then you can go, absolutely, I am.
Yeah.
When asked by a you know what?
What are you doing after
If you
this
did a
survey?
scientific survey, we should do that. We should go out on the street, have one of those booths, and ask people. See, when a lady asks a guy, "Are you a feminist?" How much more often do they go, "Yeah, of course."
Have like a big buff guy and say like, "What do you think of Hitler?"
Like, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me to stop when I get too away from disagree.
How about a huge jacked black guy, and he goes, "What do you think about the death of George Floyd?" It's a tragedy. Just I can't believe that happened there.
Male feminists.
Male feminist guys.
They're out there abusing women, looking gay.
That's their thing, man.
Yeah, it's sad.
No. Harry's just trying
You're
to
not
get
a feminist, are you? Would you say you're a feminist? Are you one of these 40?
I think you might be.
I don't know. I
40%ers?
don't know what a feminist is.
I think
at
that
this
yeah, I
point.
think that means you are.
I'm definitely not a feminist. You know, I hate women.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm terrible towards
You
women.
check. That
Okay.
checks out. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Well,
Guys, biggestproblem.show. You can vote on all the problems. Don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/biggestproblem. And of course, I want to thank our great guest, Chrissie Mayr. Chrissie, where do we
gosh.
find you?
Thanks for having me, guys. ChrissieMayr.com. I'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana next weekend, March 29th. And then I got dates coming up: Long Island, Ohio, Westchester, other places, Hartford.
Ooh,
Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut with Jimmy Dore, April 1st.
You should stop
Oh,
in
cool.
and get what's that burger restaurant they have?
in
You know, the
Hartford,
original
Connecticut?
hamburger was created in Hartford, Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah. So
McDonald's?
that's not the original hamburger. No, there's a restaurant that makes hamburgers. They look terrible, but people say they're
How's
good.
the original hamburger?
It's just like because it's the original hamburger. That's what they say. And they got
They
these.
have a super duper weenie in Connecticut.
They have this like the 1910s fucking Iron Maiden looking thing that they put the burgers in to cook them. That they're the only
Huh.
people who have this.
What's
thing.
a super weenie?
Super duper weenie. It was by near where I went to college in Fairfield, Connecticut. It's just like a hot dog spot.
Oh, it's a hot dog.
I used to go to drive through
Okay.
Hartford all the time.
Are you doing any shows out here in L.A.?
No, this was just for like podcasts and like Adam Carolla.
Well, I was going to
Yeah.
say, when can we hear you on Adam Corolla? Will that be up this
I think
week?
it comes out Monday.
Monday, we'll be able to
Yeah.
hear you. Is that a free show, or does he put that up?
That's a good question. He has a Substack, which probably gets it
A
early.
Substack?
And then
Wow.
yeah, for his early members, and then I think it should be on YouTube.
Okay. So check it out on YouTube, or I'm sure AdamCarolla.com, .net, something like that. And a lot of
fun.
tour dates coming up. My Hartford boys will be heading out to see Chrissie Mayr.
Ooh.
Okay, Chrissie, we won't be offended if you have to leave during the super chats, but of course we would love.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be holding my boob.
Do you need to do something, or take something, or express something?
Express yourself. I could.
Do they have like can't they just have a device that punches you really hard in the tits and like kind of knocks it out?
That's probably what I have to do.
You probably do. I mean, if you want to go in the bathroom and punch
You
yourself
wanna
in the
take a
tits,
steam?
we're not going to be
Would
upset.
that help?
Maybe.
Maybe.
My flight's I'm not looking forward to this flight. It's at 11 o'clock. It's
yeah.
not a full red eye. There's a layover, but like the
Is
big.
the pressure going to make it blow? Out, you know?
Oh,
Are you going to
what-
get a
yeah,
blowout on
my-
the plane?
Yeah, what
Ooh.
if it's like when you open a soda on a plane, it's like, you know, my boob's going to just explode.
Yeah, your boobs can't chew gum, sadly. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else you could do. Can you
Yeah.
pop a boob the way you pop your ears on the plane?
Oh, like
No.
doing
No,
your-
not pop
your
it like a
job?
fucking implant. Like pop it like a.
I
yeah.
could spray people.
There you go.
people.
I'm sure somebody at the airport would enjoy that. All right, well, if Chrissie's tits explode, it's not my fault. And we're going to take your super chats now. Stu K for 2. When life gives you lemons, You eat
You
them.
eat them.
Balder for 2. Koof sucks with a U in the middle. Straturgery for 2. Nice. We're getting 2 episodes within 2 days because he thinks tomorrow we're going to do another show.
We're not.
That's cute. Stu K for 2. Glad to see a demolition expert on the show. LJ Clavarino for 2. Thank you for not aliving yourselves. LJ for another 2 says, Nat. Frank Lucas for 5. PKA is considering an in-person pod, but wants to make it a destination with plenty of activities. Convince them to come to LA for in-person. Biggest problem. You know what? I've thought about doing a live thing with PKA would be a lot of fun.
A live show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should talk to them.
I
Maybe
don't know
we
if they
could-
would want to. Do they want to
They're
do a
talking
co-show?
about they
Sounds
want to do a show, and I think they would.
They know so many famous people, though.
Do they? I don't. I mean, they
Yeah.
know, but like who? I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
I mean, we don't know, but we like those guys, and I know those guys like us, so it's possible we could put something together. Tang for $16.99 New Zealand's money to fair B.
Thank you.
Milk and Cream for 5. I said one comment on Eric July's post, and he took the time to block all of my Twitter accounts as a precaution. Holy shit! Talk about a loose butthole.
Britzman for 2. Glad we got Eric July bonus after all. No more switcheroos. Barry McCockner for 2.
Barry
Vito looks
McCockner.
like he leg and knees.
I have no. I think he's gonna
Looks
do
like
knees
he's
nuts.
leg and knees. Frog washing for 2. Still waiting for the refund. Vito.
I sent refunds today, so you guys
Good
can all
job.
shut the fuck
Did you
up.
put a black shirt in the store?
I didn't put a black shirt in the store. At this point, it's kind of become fun.
It's not become fun. I hate when people say that.
I heard you complaining.
We've had an out of stock shirt for like 2 years.
Oh,
It's
no.
not out of
Will
stock.
not-
It's
What kind of
in
shirt
the
is it?
ideal color.
Trucks me. One of Eric July's black malapropisms. Instead of trust me, trucks me. So we
People
put his
like the
comic
Black Heather better than
3D
regular
shirt,
black.
The comic truck, the truck from his comic.
He's got a fun way of talking, Eric July. He's got a lot of.
But it's out of stock, so no one can get it except me.
No, it's
I
not
know.
out of stock. It's in a different color. It's in a good color.
Put it
What's
in
the color?
Send me a message.
Heather black
So
instead of
text
black.
Black is
me.
good.
It's not as good
Thank
as
you.
black.
Heather Black is
Not as
good.
good
It's actually
Hey, Chrissie, what do you think
more,
about this little guy?
It's more interesting than
What do
black.
you think about this little guy here?
It's so cute.
Knowing
Thank
about
you.
his socks,
Thank
do you
you.
still think
Thank
that's
you.
cute?
But you know what? This should be accurate. The plushie should have his bare,
He should have
stupid
bare ass
feet out.
feet that are falling apart. This part's accurate. He's completely bald up top, so at least you get that under the hat.
Hey,
Very good.
cute plushie.
All right. Let's see. Eric July, as in, well,
Egan.
for 10. Eason Egar for 10. How the hell is Eric going to call your review a wall of text when he constantly makes posts that are 5 to 7 paragraphs long, like some kind of Facebook?
Yeah, I don't know what he does
boomer?
all day besides edit and obsessively edit texts that are not about me or Ethan Van Sciver.
You pointed out that our bonus episode, I think, is right now at 18,000 views, and his original video is at like 10,000.
Yeah.
Because when he made it, I'm like, why are you giving us free content? We're obviously going to make a bunch of money and
Nobody
views
wants
off
an
this. No one wants to watch you
unfunny
complaining.
Complaint.
Cameron for 2. Vito, talk about your sebum. No. Offbeat Merch for 7. Stoked for Hackamania. Do you think you'd ever try to book a show at SawCon? I don't know
I don't know.
what
Suck
that
on these nuts.
is.
That's what he's saying. Suck on these nuts. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got your ass, Offbeat March. I fucking got your
I
ass.
see it up there. That's pretty good. We will be at Hackamania this May in Las Vegas. Chrissy, you're not coming to Hackamania.
When is that?
It's
May
it's
9th?
May 9th, I believe. It's going to be your good
Yeah.
friend Carl from WATP.
Carl.
There's going to be Patrick
Have
Melton.
you seen Carl this year?
No.
Oh, so you got
Yeah,
room
I
for
miss
Carl?
everybody.
You should come out to Vegas for Hackamania.
The baby's
It's going to be
still
fun.
so little.
That's
I
true.
don't want
You
to
got a
drag him
kid.
out to that.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, you got the kid. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Well, you know what?
plenty
You'll
of
be
guys
able to
there who
watch
could
it
watch the
live
kid.
by purchasing a disastrous stream pass. No, they'll figure it out this year. Last year they were charging people to stream it and they just couldn't get it working.
Yeah.
Our whole show we
New
didn't have. Our whole
technology.
show didn't have audio. We were trying to play clips and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
This year it's going to be a lot smoother, guys. TBF for 2. Question for Chrissy: how would you describe Vito's stench? Please tell me it's good, for the love of God.
Okay, not as bad as I thought.
What do you mean not as bad?
No,
Like, is it
it's-
bad or is it
No,
not bad?
You smell washed,
Thank
but
you.
you don't. I would like maybe a whiff of a body spray or some kind of
Okay.
a nice,
Okay.
a
So you'd
nice
like
maybe
something
a
extra.
nice maybe scented deodorant.
I put on
a
deodorant.
Nice, like,
Maybe it doesn't have the right
yeah,
scent.
you're
to
unscented?
it.
Is
you're
it
not
Vaseline?
unwashed, but
It's like Old
Yeah.
Spice. I use the Old
Throw a little
Spice.
something on.
Spice.
Is the Old Spice spray good or no? Maybe I didn't put enough on. It's been hot today. Maybe it wore off.
But the foot situation kind of
the
cancels
foot
it out.
situation. You already got a guy. I don't gotta woo you. I'll put on shoes for a.
You have to woo someone though.
It's cumulative.
I trick these women into a relationship, and by the time they notice the feet, they're already trapped. So I'll be fine.
There could be a woman listening to this pod and be like, maybe Vito, and then shoeless, never feet out.
They're
ugh.
supposed to want to trick you.
Yes.
They do.
You've got it backwards.
Why don't you change your name to Feet Out Giswaldy?
Feet out, Giswaldy.
Feet out.
I like being barefoot.
Feeto.
I take walks.
Feeto.
I take walks around my neighborhood barefoot.
Barefoot?
No.
That's disgusting. You're gonna get ringworm, bro.
Well, it
Yeah.
is bad. Sometimes I see those giant LA roaches, and I go, eee.
Ugh, fuck that. Ugh.
you walk around barefoot?
Yeah.
No, this story gets worse
I
and
was going
worse.
for a walk. That's good. I like walking around barefoot. It feels good.
You do
Get
need those
a
stupid
new pair of shoes. The
shoes
foot
with
shoes.
with the split
I
toes.
need. You know what I need? I need special insoles.
Get some orthotics.
I have fucked up feet, so I should
You
go
need
to a
to lose
foot
I
doctor.
have
My feet are still
I
fucked
got
up, though.
Do you have plantar fasciitis?
No, I have that thing where you don't walk. When I walk, I don't walk on the whole foot. It's a problem.
You just,
Yeah,
what
'cause
part
you
do you
lean it
walk
over.
on? You walk on the edge? Or?
I walk on the edge of my feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So my whole foot doesn't make contact with the ground. So I have to get special insoles to deal with that, and I don't do it.
Get the insoles.
Get a wheelchair. Then you could be that guy pushing back across the.
I already
middle of
told
the
you I
street.
did the motorized
I have,
scooter for
I
2
have
days,
really,
and it was
like-
the most fun 2
what
days
are
of my
my
life. I was
insoles?
like, I get it. Riding a scooter everywhere is obviously
Think
fun.
That's how shoes are supposed to look.
Ta-da.
See that?
I have plantar fasciitis from holding the baby while barefoot in the house.
Hey, if you need to leave your socks here before you leave, we have a place to put those. So
Are you a foot person?
who's not a foot person at this
It
point?
all makes sense. Your feet are out. You want to meet a woman
He's
with their
always
feet out.
tickling me with his
That's
feet
true.
under
You
the
know, I can
desk.
take my
That's
feet
why
out.
I'm all the way back here.
That's what this is about. You're a foot person.
And then I can find a lady. She goes, "Oh, now I feel
You're
comfortable."
trying to
no, I
groom
feel
everybody into
Yes,
getting their
it's
feet.
right.
grooming.
I want the girl to come over. She
Foot
goes,
grooming.
"Oh, he's not wearing shoes. I guess I could take my shoes off as well." And I go,
Yeah.
Now I've
Do you
lured her
even see
into
who
my
drives
web.
with their feet up on the
No,
car?
no. Too fat for that. Although, what do you call it? Tarantino, he had her doing that in the
Yeah.
what do you call Once Upon a
He's a
Time in
foot guy.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You go, I wish I had that clout to just
Fashionably
force
unemployed
women.
for two. It's not Friday, you pygmas. Fashionably
Sorry.
unemployed for two. Pygma balls up with your tongue. Wow. Cameron for two.
good.
Vito's Twitter. Vito being Vito on Twitter. Offbeat March. Suck on these nuts. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, he got you.
Hot Fart Dingledore for 20. Thanks, Big Daddies, for releasing their July bonus episode for free for everybody. Very cool and very base. When I heard that Eric reaction would be a bonus, that pisses me off. But saying it free, that doesn't pisses me off.
Well, I'm glad we made it free as well. And
Fantastic.
there's not even ads on it for some reason. God forbid.
Yeah, 2 ads. You don't need an ad every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Dick goes, I already got the dream house. I don't need any of this ad money. Meanwhile, I'm drowning in
You're
my
just going to
little...
buy more toys with it.
No.
You're drowning in fucking 3D printed
Maybe
bullshit.
he wants to use the money to get new shoes.
Everything I'm 3D printing looks good. Can I 3D print shoes? Now that's
No.
an idea.
Maybe clogs.
This
'cause
man
they're
designed
hard.
his own cardboard shoes and he was all excited about him, so he's got
Yeah.
no fucking place to talk.
Extra
Whoa.
shoes.
Extra shoes.
I wore socks with them. Finage for 5.
Infinity
Biggest problem
shoes.
is Hutch not asking people to stop terrorism the moment they burned Elon's cars. I need the innocent explanation.
We also need someone to tell us. We've heard a rumor about a certain podcast committing tax evasion. If you have information
Keno
about
Casino?
that, please let us know.
Did you
Because
see
that's.
it? All their
No, I
weird
didn't see
stuff?
that.
Oh, yeah.
Are you aware of
No.
Keno Casino?
I am aware.
So they had been having that DSP guy on their streams, and all their DSP leaked all the DMs. And supposedly, we have not confirmed this. The DMs
Yeah.
may confirm that these guys are not paying taxes, which
no.
is really bad. Again, though, this is a rumor. I have not seen the DMs. Maybe next episode we'll have those.
Strategery for 2. Imagine being 1 day early and 1 minute late. Diamond G for 2. Olympus has fallen. Defend the Battlefront. Diamond G for 2. Battlefront D's nuts falling in your mouth.
I like how stupid they're getting.
Psychonautical
They're getting more
89
elaborate and like barely working. I love
for
it.
20. Hey, Dick and Vito, great show. Per usual, you look fit, Dick. Vito, change. I want to see either of you on the Right Now podcast with John Globiclon.
Globiclon.
Oh, that's a real guy?
I have no idea. It's
Globiclon. He's in L.A.
John
and
Goblin.
hosts many
John
comedian
Goblin's a
guests.
cool name.
Goblican.
I think you'd be funny
Goblican?
as hell. Well, tell him.
Yeah, tell him to have us
Psychonautical.
on. Well, he'd love to go on his
Yeah.
show.
Tell him that you're going to kill himself unless he has
We,
guests on
I
his
have
show.
not been making podcast appearances.
LJ Clabberino for 2. I got a new highest BPM of 143 in Jerkmate ranked.
Try not to come. You can't.
143, that's not that high for jerking off, I don't think.
For BPM?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
What's
could
a
get that shit up
BPM?
to heartbeats per minute. I get that shit up to
You know
190.
your heart rate when you're jerking off?
You don't?
No.
All guys do.
Yeah. You got an
How
app.
do you?
You time
You put
it.
on the
we
band.
used to time it, but they got a band now.
Frank doesn't have the band?
No.
He does.
Dude,
but he's
everybody's
just
got one.
embarrassed.
The band
His
is like an
score
Apple
probably
Watch?
Sucks.
Yeah, it's like an Apple
Yeah.
Watch. It's
But it's a jackal watch.
It's like a black.
I don't have time to masturbate anymore. Haven't in a long time.
It's like those balance bands, but it's got like a QR, not a QR. What is it? NFT? No.
NFC?
NFC.
The near field chip?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's fun. You should get on it.
I'm a mom now.
You're not allowed to jerk off.
I don't have time. What am I going to do? Jerk off with the baby right there? No.
Oh,
Is that
whoa,
not
whoa,
allowed?
whoa, hey,
it's
I did
not
not
allowed.
suggest anything.
I don't know.
It's not allowed.
I have I'm gonna get it get in the suit bag if I need to do it when the baby's around. You know the suit hanging up bag? I'm just gonna hide it in there. So he
Just
can't
go
get
in.
in.
You can do it. You're the dad. You can go in another room.
So the first time that you like milk yourself, is it like?
Milk yourself?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about breastfeeding.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Is it like, oh my god, I'm like
first time?
making milk right now?
The
John
first time I was in the
Travolta?
hospital, actually, I was like, I would have dreams about it. I
Really?
thought a lot about it. I would have breastfeeding dreams like even before I was pregnant. It's just always something like,
Because you go your whole life, Dick.
yeah,
like,
because you're like it's a thing that's you've never
You've
had
never
anything
made
come out of your
milk
boobs
come
your
out of
whole
your-
life.
yeah.
And you have to do it as soon as you give birth. You know, you have to do the skin on skin, and you got to breastfeed like as soon as possible. The first that stuff that
Dave
comes
Rubin.
out is colostrum. It's small. It's like wheatgrass. It's like there's a smaller amount of it, but it's very concentrated, and it's like
oh.
chock
Is
full
that
of
good for the baby?
chock
'Cause
full
it's, like,
of-
super
yes,
concentrated?
Around?
Baby's stomach when it's born is like tiny, like the size of
Yeah.
the top of your pinky or something, and then it grows like days, weeks later. But it just not a lot is coming out because it's like the pipes are just starting to get going. So
Yeah.
not a lot's coming out, but they don't need a lot at the beginning, and then your milk comes in like anywhere from like a couple days. Mine took like 5 days, and then you have like lactation
But now it's like
consultants there.
normal to you. Now you're like, yeah, milk's just the thing that comes
Now
out of me.
It's normal, yeah.
yeah.
It's so cool. It's
Well,
the
imagine
best.
you woke up one day and you just start pooping out your belly button, and you go,
Well,
"Oh,
it's not
well,
poop.
it's never." But I'm
It
saying,
it tastes like vanilla almond milk.
I'm saying, like a part of your body, a hole in your body, had never before produced any
Yeah.
sort
Like
of
honey.
substance.
And you know, it's
Sure,
not just
honey's
one
coming out your
hole.
belly
It's like
button.
you have basically like 20. It comes
Yeah.
20 like not holes,
Arranged
but
in
like it comes out in like a spray.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a shower
have you
head.
tried shooting it?
It does shoot.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the baby's like he'll be like playing with it, whatever, and he'll grab it and he'll just shoot himself in the face.
Because guys, we will pee and like see how far our pee will go, you know. And girls never get to do that because you pee straight down.
Mm. Yeah. It's a
So I would
shame.
imagine for you, it's like, oh, finally I can shoot like a
But
super soaker.
I've never tried to shoot it to see how far it would go. But that
Really?
is
Never once,
that's
not
a dude
once.
thing.
Not even in
Oh,
the
you're
shower.
not retarded, you mean? Is that...
No.
Not even in the shower. You go like against the wall of the shower, and then you try to
No.
see if you can hit the
No,
wall.
I'm just happy if I can get
Do you
in
do
a
that
shower.
with your pee?
Yeah, well, I already know I can do that with my pee. The question is, can I do it with my cum? And that's the
Ew.
challenge. Can you cum across?
Do you think
the
everyone
room?
should have a bathroom door?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have a bathroom door?
I have a bathroom curtain.
No.
It's totally reasonable.
Your foot and shoe situation really reflects your entire life.
You know what?
Doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I prioritize my comfort over
Not comfort.
everything
This is
else.
not a
Not
recipe
comfort.
for a woman
You don't
being in
walk
your
on
life.
your whole foot. What are you talking about?
well,
comfort.
that's a different problem.
You gotta.
You need
If you build it, they will come.
inserts.
If you get new shoes, if you get a bathroom door, you'll get a woman.
I've had a woman.
Stop it. This is a
was
code.
ter-
Without
it was
a penis.
terrible. I've had
Yeah.
multiple women
Don't
without
be
penises.
shoeless with a
and honestly,
trans
the ones
fan.
with penises were way
Get
more
shoes
fun.
and get a
most
real
of them.
woman.
Vito, do you understand that nobody will back Superkiller 2? Fool me once, can't be fooled again.
You won't
It's
need
like-
to back it because it will be in comic book stores and a nationally syndicated cartoon. So, and everybody right now is going to go, shit, I should have got in on that thing.
Cameron for 2. Vito super killed all his support.
You'll
Shoebox
see.
Kingdom for
You'll
2.
see.
Something Vito. Head scum TM.
Thank you.
Utah-based Armenian for 5. Everything will come full circle when 80s Girls leaves the wedding with Vito.
That's my plan.
Kyle Baxter for 5. Guys, I just got me a double-wide trailer that's 10 minutes of work. Can I get an affirmative nod? There, way to go.
There you go.
10 minutes of work. Diamond G for 2. My driver's side lower ball joint gave out today. Boo.
I got to get my car
Booty's
frame
nuts.
fixed.
G Money Pants, $14.92 for 10. Richard, per my last super chat, Spartacus is a Stars show with a lot of naked women and violence in every episode.
Oh yeah, I used to watch Spartacus.
Minimal projectile.
I was going to say that's an old show, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is an old show.
I remember people were into that.
It's very cool.
Diamond G for 2. GNA Lowerty's balls in your mouth. Ooh.
Got it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Vito's cat for 5. Biggest problem in the universe.
No.
Nate
Ring for 5. Chrissy, do you think he'll ever do a podcast with Candace Owens?
I would. I mean, you mean
I've
like
never
have a
talked
show
to
with her or have
go
her on my
show.
podcast?
Have you talked to her
Either
before?
one.
Never, no. But I think she's interesting. Like,
Eh.
Did you see Milo lost his cat?
Anti-Semitism is pretty
that's
interesting.
So sad. Yeah.
I know.
I hope he
I
finds
can't
it.
clown on it.
Stop
People were
doing
like,
drugs.
"Oh, aren't you like, aren't you glad that Milo lost his cat?" I'm like, "No, I don't. Like, I identify with
That's
that
so
scenario. I feel
sad.
bad for
I
him.
hope he finds him.
He's dropped the kayfabe. He's legitimately sad.
That cat's coyote shit now. He's not
Oh,
gonna
absolutely.
find anything.
Yeah, he lives up in he lives in Coyote Town. That
Yeah,
cat's
he lives
gone.
in the same places,
Yeah.
the same place as me.
Dr. Kevin's cat, dude, he left it out. It accidentally got locked out one night. He's like, man, it really sucks having to explain your cat's chewed apart corpse to your
Oh,
2
no.
kids. I'm like, oh, God.
Why are there a lot of
fuck.
coyotes out here?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You might even see some when you're driving back.
No wonder he was so sad.
Yeah.
You can't have a cat in this fucking area at all. That's why it's all
You know,
dogs up here.
You got to be responsible.
Yeah.
Keep
You
it
can't
what?
be getting wasted.
Keep it on a leash.
Yeah.
Your cat. You got to just be a responsible pet owner if you care about things. You got to not do drugs.
You can't be busy
and-
blowing your trans girlfriend and the cat sneaks out. Poor Milo.
Is that how it got lost?
Yeah, he was busy blowing his train. They were both
I don't
hopped
know
up
how
on
it got
Zanny
lost.
berries and
all pooped up on
yeah.
dappers or ding dong.
Dappers.
they're cleaning all the poop off after another fun
Lorazepam,
session
ketamine,
up in the
whatever
hills.
they were doing.
And that cat
Someone
went.
got a little too fabulous with the door.
You know, it's a perfect name for his cat, Poppers. Where's Poppers?
Come here, where's Poppers? Where's Poppers?
Psychogenesis for 5. I'm just glad that my best friend Vito is having a good time.
As always.
Turkey sandwich for 5. It's hilarious how much tough guy posturing exists in the podcast space. Stirring around and talking into a microphone is for ladies.
That's true.
Who's being tough?
They
Yellow
ring for
Flash
20. Oh, Yellow
fight
Flash
you
was
again?
Yeah, and he's fighting Ethan. Now
Oh,
they're
he's
all
fighting Ethan?
now they're all saying Ethan. Oh, he's sucking dick, and there was that whatever. Did you watch that video on your show? Some guy was trying to say
Oh, yeah.
Ethan sucks dick, and then he got his little
One of Ethan
his
Van
little
Sciver's
kid.
enemies was trying to really cement this like forced meme they have of him being a throat goat. They're like calling him that over and over. So he got his whole family.
They're driving in the car, a
kids.
family drive. One kid is in a car seat.
One kid is like a toddler, and then there's a little boy that's like 8 years old, and then he's got like a preteen little girl in the car. And he's like this fat, like pedo-coated weirdo, like smiling. He's like, "Hey, yeah, kids, all right, 1, 2, 3," and they all go throat goat. And the
Oh,
little boy in the
no.
back starts jacking off an
kidding me?
invisible cock in his mouth.
Dude, the whole family in front of like
And-
a little kid.
Oh, no.
Everyone online
And he
said you have
posted
to
it, like-
delete this right now. You can't put a video of your son
so
blowing an
weird.
imaginary penis. This is not owning anyone. You definitely shouldn't post your kids fake blowing a cock when you're wrong. You certainly shouldn't do it when you think you're right.
I mean, I hate to say it. If you guys were trying to make that into a meme, you've ruined it now.
it
'Cause
is, but now it's your
Yeah.
kids.
So, yeah,
Now
don't
when Yellow
involve your
Flash goes,
family.
Ethan Van Sciver sucks dick, I go, yeah, you mean like that weird
That
guy who
guy?
had his kid meme fucking sucking dick? 'Cause
Yeah,
that was,
you guys are nailing it.
You
So
guys
this
should
is why
stop.
your comics suck, right? Because you don't understand what's funny. You don't understand what a meme is.
Damn.
We'll see what happens there. Nate Ring for a big 20. Can dis dick fit in yo ass? Laughing my ass off. Had to.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nate. I'm glad you had to get that one in.
He's having a good time
Yeah.
on Thursday. He's got
Dean
no
Shock
work
for
tomorrow.
2. Thanks for the last, boys. Gross, a girl.
Hi, Dean Shaw.
Oh, Dean, you never know. She's squirting. Turkey sandwich. Can you hit the wall? That's the question. For a big 5, lay these nuts on your
Oh,
forehead.
that was a good one.
Jew H for 10 Canadian says legit diaper bags stops the kids' room from smelling like poopy.
Well,
I
I don't.
had
I don't
those.
have.
What is is that a brand? Legit diaper bags?
Nah. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the diaper genie thing. I just say like, every time there's a poopy diaper, throw it out. You don't need to like store the poopy diapers in the room. I
Yeah,
don't
take
know
it
why
out-
people
take
just
it out to the trash.
Just I have a basket and I just dump it like every day. Or when there's a poopy diaper, you just put it in the trash.
How long are does the diaper genie claim to keep the poop?
People
in their
put like
house?
I don't know, they'll have like a week's worth or like many days worth of shitty diapers just jammed into this genie thing, and I'm like, I don't want one. I don't want to keep the dirty diapers around.
I'm
like
just gonna
throw
flush
them away.
I have
don't
no
flush them.
I have no connection to
Bro,
the
I
public
throw my
sewage
cat
system.
shit every day.
It
Why
just
would I?
goes
Don't
under my
flush
house.
them. Don't flush them.
I have a giant hole. I
Don't
might as well
put
fill it up.
diapers
Hey, you
with
got a
on
big
your
pit
house.
down there.
Yeah,
I might as well.
I really am not connected. Like, as a big prank on me,
He's not connected.
I'm
to the
not
sewer,
connected.
So
I don't
I'm the
know,
only house not connected to the public sewer.
it's all gonna
I don't
work
know.
out.
Throw
If you
them
clean
out.
a litter box every day I take my cat shit out of the fucking trash. Why would you keep your kid shit in the house? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Let's see. Shoebox Kingdom for a big 2. I can't believe there's a woman on the show. SMFH. I always forget what that means.
Hi, shoebox.
Shaking my fucking head.
Shaking my fucking head. Weirdo Lay for 5. That's a nice white and gold shirt you have there, Chrissy. I understand that reference. Suffer Bastard for 5. Chrissy, you're friends with Melanie Mack. Is she having a public breakdown? Even other conservative Christians think she's off her rocker.
I have
Is
no
she saying
idea.
crazy
I
stuff?
have no knowledge of this.
Did she run out of material?
She's got
to
all
look
those great
into it.
jokes. Balder for 5. Only an Italian thinks ads on an episode people already paid for is okay.
I know.
Unblock me.
Exactly, Balder. Exactly. People already paid for it twice. They paid for the Patreon. First of all, they paid for it on this show, and we fucked them over by paywalling it. And then they paid for the paywall.
Okay.
And then we finally said, in our generous
Magnanimous
spirit, in our magnanimous spirit, we're gonna post it for free. Fucks it over with ads.
So our audience
Charged into the debt.
all
I didn't know
has
you were
ad
Jewish,
blockers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I don't know how to do it.
All right, never mind. It's literally only for you because you wanted to watch
and
the
the people
episode,
complaining about
and
it.
You don't know how to get around. You don't know how to get an ad blocker. The point is, people who pay for YouTube Premium, if they watch a video that's supposed to have ads on it, but they already have YouTube Premium, not only do they not see ads, but YouTube pays us for a YouTube Premium member watching our content.
The point
So
of
nobody
releasing
would've
it
saw
was
ads.
gaining back favor with our fans that we fucked over.
They already
so
hate
don't
me,
put ads
so
on it.
That's your job. Nobody likes me. Oh, Gods for 50. Vito's booty nuts. Oh, we might have to
Good.
do that.
Good.
Shoebox Kingdom for 5. Donald J. Trump Masterson. Let's go. Just I've been 5. Breast milk dreams and baby names. Good stuff. If Chrissy had talked about her hormones, this 5 would have been 10. Where the fuck is Sean for 5? LJ Clabarino for 5. Vito, do you jerk to the Evangeline CP towel or use it to soak up the
Evangeline?
mess? I think he meant Evangelion, and it is not CP because no one is naked. They are just teenagers who
Are you
pilot
thinking about it,
robots. No, the
You're
only
not
thing I think
thinking about
about is
them
how I
being
hope the one with
naked?
the only one I think about is the one with the glasses because I hate her and I wish she would not be on my towel, but she is.
Get rid of the fucking.
But all my other characters,
bathroom
favorite characters are
tapestry
on
that
there.
he's got.
I have a bathroom tapestry.
This is a great costume.
Thank you.
He's a pirate. Where the fuck is Sean for 5? How many super chats for Greedo to
Wait,
eat
so
50
after a
fillet of
certain
fish?
number of super chats, you put the pirate costume
Well, they want to
on?
see Vito's booty. I'm a pirate and I stole Vito's toys.
She'll figure
and
it
I
out.
give them back one at a time
That's funny.
if he gets on the scale and weighs himself, or I smash them. It's all in the theme song that we'll sing in a couple
Fun.
minutes.
You're allowed to leave at any point, by
I
the
might
way.
have
You
to.
don't-
I might have to go.
Yeah, well,
Up.
well, let's see. We're almost done here. Let's see. Even to Chad for 2, towards the Vito's 50 Fillet Fit Challenge. Danny Fish for 5. Vito, stop messaging fake women. Start shipping a comic.
Yeah, no
Waka for
shit.
2. Tell me about Chrissy stealing that paper. All right.
Mar hearts.
That's so mean. Johnny Rico for 5.
Stealing your
Smooches
heart.
for Chrissy. Yes. Matt C for 10. Whenever I get cold calls, ask them to start by reading the terms and conditions and privacy policy first. Once they finish, I say I can't agree to those terms, and they always blow up. That's pretty funny. Waka Waka for 2. Present D's nuts. No one cares. Crispy. Ride Dog for 5. How do you feel about restaurants using beef tallow to make their fries? I used to smell, and he's doing a TBF. Ian Illan Miller for 50. Vito, the gay team guy. Wait, is that the price? I thought it was more than 50 at this point. Vito, the gay team guy.
DEI rules.
Vito, the gay team guy.
Female game characters should look more like men.
There's a song claiming I'm in favor of DEI for some reason.
Gamergate never happened.
Vito, the gay team guy.
Brought to you by Sweet Baby
I hate
Incorporated,
you
carrying
people.
out Anita
So
Sarkeesian's
retarded.
agenda since 2018.
Fantastic. Justin Broderick for 2.
I love that song.
I know you do. Vito, more
Caused a
like
huge fight.
gross bear Vito. It did not cause a huge fight.
Vito.
You just wanted to turn it into a stupid bit, and I didn't want to do the bit. And
Caused a huge fight. See?
Shut up. Diamond G for $2.50. Chrissy Supercolor is going to be 3 Christmases late. That's incorrect. Danny Fist for $2. Those shoes need to be put down. Diamond
Yeah,
G for $2.
seriously.
Oinktober $2. Mike Hunt for $5. Grab a Pen, a great hidden gem cartoon. Was Frisky Dingo. It was aired before Archer, but made by the same creators. Much funnier too. I remember seeing that show.
It got a little weird.
I didn't understand it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it got off the rails right away.
K to the Swiss for $5. Stop drooling over Chrissy, Vito. Stop it.
He's very
She
composed.
doesn't have a dick. What am I going to do with this? Barry McOinker for $2. Like he legging these. Okay, something. Straturgery for $5. Imagine Veet showing up to Dick's house wearing no socks and slip-ons, but when he demonstrates this for their guests, it chucks slips in my ass.
Stuck slips in my ass.
Flirk Respector for $5. I can easily find search 13 anywhere I go. It's 14
Yes!
up. That's an issue.
Thank you, Flirk.
Classic lazy Vito.
Thank you, Flirk.
You're not like, you don't have like a 4 feet or
No,
something,
you're not like a
whatever the fuck you're
15.
saying.
It's hard to
3
find.
arms. It's not hard to find
It's
a
hard to
13.
find a
That's
13.
that's one of the sizes.
It's hard to find a 13.
It's not that big.
Maybe at
I
Burlington
feel like
Coat
I should
Factory.
stop being on tape saying it's hard to find a 13, but guys, it's hard to find a 13. Mike Hunt for $5. Another gem with 7 periods with Mr. Gormsby. The teacher makes the students perform a blackface haka/minstrel show. Whole thing is on YouTube. Well, check
Okay.
that out. Put a link in the comments. Big Boss for $5. Now that half of the sector is directly involved with the drama around DSP versus Kino Casino regarding who snaked who first, can DSP be a call-in? I would love to talk to DSP.
Sure.
Diamond G for $25. RIP Vito's Cat Song. Play the greatest hits for all time, always. Well, we got to burn through these. Chrissy's got to get out of here. Next show. Pigeon for
Her
10.
milk's bursting.
Isn't Bill Burr raising someone else's kid? I don't know. Knucking Futz for 10. Favorite spam call response. Thank you for calling Joe's Abortion Clinic. No fetus can beat us. How may we schedule your abortion today?
Oh.
No more side products, Vito. Ah, hell nah. Wear socks, Vito. Pauser Gaming Guides for 2. Pig shouldn't diss Eric when his comic is worse and late. I agree. Balder for 2. Woman-like, said by a man with no woman. Macabus for 3. Get yourself a pair of Hey Dudes, Vito. Very comfy. Rector D for 5. Vito, I could possibly help. I've been a graphic designer at a print shop for 14 years.
And he's a man.
Yeah, you're a man. Send me a message. Paste Pot Pete for
Send
5.
Send him a message and then pay that lady to do it.
Vito, buy some socks. You gross. You're wearing your shoes out faster. Them feet probably smell. Yeah, I'm sure
Thank
they
you,
smell.
Pete.
Camera for 2. Chrissy is a woman. Do bathrooms need doors. We covered that.
Yes.
LJ Clabarino for 5. Chrissy, can you do an
Obviously.
impression of Bill Burr getting his skin peeled off and covered by Vito's moist socks?
Oh God, my skin! It's peeling off!
my fucking skin's peeling
my
off here, buddy.
my
You gotta wear
fucking
fucking
skin.
shoes there,
My
buddy.
fucking skin's peeling off! I got fucking moist socks instead of my skin.
You got to start by saying retarded in the Boston voice.
Retarded.
Of that. That's fucking retarded.
It's
pretty
fucking
good.
retarded.
That's
I thought I was
retarded.
watching his stand-up.
Yeah, it's just yelling.
Here's the thing. Stage 0 for 5. You get one ad break video at the beginning. No mid-rolls ads. Otherwise, I'll use Louis Rossman's Grey J app and watch ad-free. Yeah, do that. That's fine. Captain Shakespeare for 2. Vito will definitely jack it to the guest later. I have...
You better.
Yeah, I'm stealing that breast milk out of the fridge. Let's see here. I don't want it.
How many did you count the bottles before you put them in
Yeah,
there?
you got to count them.
In
'cause
case
one
Yeah,
might
they're all,
disappear.
it's all full. You
I'd
should
try it.
You should try your
I would
wife's. It
try
tastes
it.
like vanilla almond milk. It's great.
Does it depend on what you drink?
You know, if you eat garlic, it probably
There's
the
no
baby
way it
can
tastes
probably
like
taste
almond milk.
it.
It tastes like almond milk?
It does. It's like lovely. It's sweet.
That's
Really?
so fucking
Yeah.
weird.
It's really good.
Let's see. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. Vito, are your moves bigger than hers? Yes, of course. Late and straight
I
for
don't
2.
think so.
PKA live show crossover would be insane. I think it would be a big show. I think we'd have a lot of fun. But those guys do have a huge
I don't
audience.
think they're man enough to do it though.
Yeah.
Like
They are pussies.
Taylor might be the only one man enough to do it.
Yeah.
The other 2 guys just not man
Kyle
enough
got his
to have
balls stolen by the government. They haven't given them back. And Woody's,
a live show
family
takes
man.
a lot of chutzpah.
Takes a
and,
lot of getting out there.
Nuts.
Well, Hackamania is going really well.
guys are like
I would
an
like
almond
to
joy.
see more of these podcast type shows, doing crossovers and live shows. We always have fun doing them. It's fun seeing the fans. You know, we could get Hack the Movies to bring out all 5 of his listeners. You know, there's so many people out there to help pack a show. I'm wearing my I wore my Tony from Hack the Movie shirt today. My Sandlot and my Hack the Movie. There we go.
And your Goodwill unwashed shirt.
My tip of the hat. My tip of the hat. Both of these are from the Goodwill, actually. Little tip of the hat to Tony from Hack the Movies.
Do you go there and just swap your clothes? Like, do you go there and just try them on
I was
and
there
then
and I
walk
said,
out,
these look
leave
nice.
your
I'm going to
clothes
buy
there?
them. I like them. Johnny Rocker 5, just before the show, Vito tweeted, I helped myself to the new milk in Rick's fridge. What did he mean by this?
that?
Nothing. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. What are your thoughts on gay black samurais? I got a lot of thoughts on that. Maybe next episode we'll talk about them. Nicholas Ray for 5, was not expecting to fear Fort Wayne, Indiana on Biggest Problem. Catch Chrissie Mayr in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah.
Fanage for 20. Biggest problem, Hutch has not asked the violent anti-Musk fire terrorists to stop violence. I need
an innocent explanation. They're mutilating those cars.
Me, 4120 for 2. Did Vito remember to scrape the sebum off his head? No. Dan Halen for 2. Would you like 2 CDs? They should make a jerk-off band for women like a clit bit. Fast
Clit
Guy
bit.
666 for 5. Been listening to Dick since OG Biggest Problem. I miss Sean, and I would hate Vito less if he wasn't gross. Yeah, I get that. White Guy McGee for 2. Chrissy pulled up on y'all. How does it feel? We love Chrissy. Chrissy, come back anytime. White Guy McGee for 2. Pulled up on D's nuts. Ha, got him. Black Crimson for 10. Biggest problem is when your wife stops the microwave early, doesn't reset the clock, so you don't know what time it is, especially in the middle of the night when you take a piss. For another 2.
That pisses me off.
Thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Renoxus for 2. $2 Balder Holler. Balder for 2. Plumbos Assemble. Plumbo for 2. $2 Balder Holler. Renoxus for 5. Thursday show has negatively impacted the price of plum coin. Thanks, a-holes, and Koo for 5. Thank you for not killing yourselves, guys.
All right. Oh, now we sing the song. Oh, what's the game where we smash all the toys?
Vito's Booty.
I'm a man who tweets about little boys.
Vito's Booty.
What's in the box? You know you want it.
No, I don't. It's probably bullshit.
So get on the scale or I smash it to shit.
Probably, I can see it's a Funko Pop.
That's a fake one. That's a fake one. Vito's Booty. Vito's Booty.
Because last time you destroyed the fucking box, so now it's not a
Well, what's it gonna be, Vito?
Well, you know,
you gotta decide quickly or we're gonna have a milk avalanche in here.
Smash the toy. I'm not getting on that scale for nobody.
Are you sure?
Yeah, what else is in here?
How do you know this is one of his toys? Does he leave toys here?
As a pirate,
he stole them from my mind.
Yeah, plundered them.
Yeah.
From his hoard of toys.
How dare you?
And I'm giving them back one at a time in Vito's booty right here.
Oh no,
only if you get
my
on the
beloved Black
scale.
Panther Funko Pop will be destroyed.
How's it gonna go?
I'm truly losing my mind
the honors,
here. Wait,
Chrissy.
you gotta cut to the camera.
Do you want to do it?
Where will you ever
How can
get
we
another
see it?
one?
This is one of my most prized possessions that
Get
the pirate
away
has
from the
stolen
mouse.
and is now destroying.
Get away from the mouse! Stop touching it!
Shut up. God.
Here, do you want to smash it?
Really?
Yeah, of course.
In the box or out
I
of
think
the
the
box?
guest should
In the
do
box.
Yo, this
Okay.
Good
yeah,
luck.
Let me zoom out a little bit so I
okay.
can get more of the toy.
it. Be as violent as you feel you need to be.
All right, wait. I don't want to block Dick.
Wait a minute. Oh, I forget which way it goes. This
like
way.
That would be the focus there, yeah.
Hammer nose.
not
It's Dick
far
Hammer
enough.
Nose.
There it is.
There
Okay.
It is.
My beloved Black Funko.
This is one of Vito's favorite things.
I
is
love
a
black
piece of
characters
crap, a
for some
worthless
reason.
piece of crap that he always has in his house.
Hold on, you moved
wait,
it
wait,
more
wait,
away.
Wait,
Oh.
You went in the opposite.
I also have
Go.
a chainsaw if you want to use that.
How about there? Can you get? Can
Tiny
you get
little
it from
chainsaw.
there? Oh my God! No! No!
Oh no! Oh, wow, I've never broken anything.
Keep
on
going.
purpose.
Go nuts. I've never broken anything on purpose. Oh my God!
A piece just flung
This
out.
is
That'll happen.
That's horrifying. She destroyed.
I thought this was made of vibranium.
That's
hey.
a beloved Marvel character.
Oh,
It's a really heavy hammer.
How does it feel?
really good.
Well,
I've never
You
broken
can tell
anything.
Anthony Cumia about this. We've only smashed Black Funko Pop, guys.
We smashed
since the
other
show
things.
started. Not really.
We smashed a white Final Fantasy guy that one time. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
sure I
this
still have
guy.
asbestos from that.
Yeah.
I think what he was filled with asbestos.
He's a heavy hammer.
Chrissy Mayr has successfully destroyed my Black Panther Funko Pop, for which I am truly destroyed. What a horrible thing. Guys, I want to thank Chrissie Mayr once again. Chrissie, where do we find you?
ChrissieMayr.com for tickets. Chrissie Mayr on YouTube and Twitter, and Chrissie Mayr Pod on Instagram.
Fantastic. And here is a list of our supporters from 2 years ago. So
that
that's
only
exciting.
Vito cares about. Only Vito wanted to do this, where he puts everyone's name up, and I told him that you're never going to update it every month, so don't bother doing it, and he didn't. It's
Look,
like
I fit in the names.
Yeah, you
Put it
fit.
back.
Hold on. Where's the
great.
other one?
Here we go.
Where's the updated
Here we go.
one?
The thing that no one gives a fuck about. Every show, no one cares.
Well, there's our supporters from 2 years ago. Everyone loves seeing it. Very excited. Wait, is this it? No, that's not. That's completely fucked.
You're in the wrong scene.
How about that? Well, because if I switch the other scene, she's not going to be in the shot
Browser,
anymore.
great.
There, that's
well, that's how fucking OBS works.
okay. Well, you should update it when we do it, guys.
All right, goodbye.
What a great show! Don't forget, subscribe to everybody. Subscribe to Chrissie, and we love you. I will be streaming some video games. Come on by Vito too, and.